Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
All right, hey, since you're no longer too busy, do you want to give us the recap?
Oh, fuck Hayes, I'm doing a recap.
Hey,
The
thank
war on Ord Mantell continues.
Why'd you leave me in our
The
channel?
party now being assigned to a Spec Ops task with a group of Mandalorian mercs and a few other assorted specialists in order to acquire alive the traitorous governor of Ord Mantell.
Hayes, we didn't leave you in the other channel. We moved down here
The
5 minutes ago.
The approach was smooth, save for a pair of stormtrooper snipers, but ultimately became much more complicated when an ATST emerged in the courtyard of the governor's palace.
Oh, there he goes.
Hanging out with a lady friend.
Yeah. Anyway, that's about right. You're not in any courtyard yet. You're in like the square surrounding the palace where the regular buildings stop, and there's like that street surrounding it. But it still has the palace still has like walls that separate it from the street as well. Yeah, but anyway, I think you're all in the contact staring down this ATST. Ah, yes, let's roll the destiny pool.
Roll that destiny
Oh.
money.
This is gonna be one of those nights.
Shit. This is going very well.
Everything's coming up, Pete.
Very slowly for you, too. It's all single, all black.
The dark side waxes as that ATST looms.
Are you going to drag Hayes back down here and make him roll?
He's a big boy. He can do what he wants. I mean, he'll roll when he gets here. Did Mr. roll? I don't think I saw a roll from Mr.
No, there's only 4 rolls. Can Spectre roll?
He's not playing.
I know. But his spirit is here.
Yeah, Spectre, roll a D100. Anyway, Mr. Hayes, do you want to roll the your destiny dice? All right. Mister, do you want to roll your destiny die?
This isn't looking good.
Mr. here.
Who's Mister?
Sorry, I'm here. I just got here. Sorry.
No worries. Do you want to roll your destiny die?
Yes, I will.
$sign
Okay.
D space R.
No, I'm just looking at what we have.
Yeah, you haven't rolled very well so far. Will he break the streak? No!
We might be in trouble tonight.
You're all out of destiny points.
Indeed.
All right.
Someone may die.
And
That's
I think
dramatic.
I don't remember if I had taken you out of initiative, but why don't we'll just re-roll it for the sake of simplicity.
We do vigilance because we weren't expecting an armored chicken walker to emerge and kill us.
Certainly weren't. Go ahead and roll vigilance.
Can I use cool? Because I'm just going to be sitting there just going, yeah, that tracks.
Not this time. If the party wants vigilance, you're getting vigilance.
Oh, well, it actually doesn't matter which one I use, because it's the exact same roll for me. Good old GG.
Okay, well, the number to beat is 1 and 3.
Got a 2.
So looks like everybody beat my roll except for Hayes, who matched it. And
Devati.
Kind of
What do you do for
changed
ties
me.
again? Player first?
Yeah, we'll say player first.
Okay.
Get it simple. Or actually, I'll let you pick. You're gonna have one after. Would you rather have two after or one before?
I mean, it makes no difference after after the first round. It makes no real difference.
I think acting first has an advantage.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tenderrock, you have to roll your initiative.
We're rolling vigilance.
You're rolling vigilance. Nope. Okay, yeah. So you've got everybody before, and then me, and then one after.
Works for me.
Then let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you, so you get 4, and then me. So whatever order you want to go.
All right. I think I should go first, using the leadership thing to give everybody boost dice. So we might need them.
Yeah. However, you're in a bit of a bind here.
Fucking ATST.
We're gonna make that. What is it normally? Purple.
2.
Yeah, 1 purple, 1 red.
Okay.
I don't think it makes that much of a difference considering how many yellows and greens you roll for that.
I'm throwing you a bone here.
You're giving us the light side because
Ooh, I
literally
don't know
rolled
if it lets
dark
that
side.
under.
I don't think it did.
Yeah, I've tried that before. It doesn't usually work. Thank you.
Okay. And
Real
there's
challenging.
It's what? Let's see. There are 6 of us, so everybody gets boost dice. Also, everybody heals 1 strain. And then I simply point at the ATST and I tell, Branks and Braytac, I think we need to kill that.
What do you want me to do?
There's the ship loadout, so you have an idea of what we have to play with personnel-wise too.
Ah, yes. I was just gonna ask.
Nevin,
So
get us
Aiden-
closer
Aiden
so
is not
Braytac
here,
can
so
hit
he
it with his
actually
sword.
pilot. Or rather,
Oh.
he cannot pilot.
I will hop in pilot seat then, I guess.
All right, you will already be in the pilot seat. If somebody else would like to retroactively be in the co-pilot seat, they can.
What's his name in the pilot seat?
Nevin was because Aiden was piloting. However, Aiden is not here, so we're going to change up the people in the car on the fly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we shifted seats when we seen the AT-AT.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not
you loaded back in, but Aiden's seat was empty, so somebody had to pilot.
You just what is it in Star Wars to change seats like B or something?
Yeah.
Just tapped X a couple of times and it
I'll
rotates you
sit in
around
the
car.
co-pilot seat.
Who?
I'll sit in the co-pilot seat. Because I'm not stepping outside with that thing out there.
Very good.
Okay.
I do want to... Hey, Branks, just remember, I did give you that ion grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Also, could I do an improved full throttle?
To do
Not
what?
as good as increase my speed.
Yeah. If you're taking your turn now.
Yeah, I was gonna say if everybody's okay with that, I can go second to get us closer, and possibly if I can get the improved full speed off, get underneath this thing.
Well,
What are
you're
we
the
in?
pilot now, so that means the vehicle movement happens on your turn.
Yep. But it's planetary, so I'm not as good at this one. Could I burn our only light side flank?
I think we should save that for actually hitting the ATSD.
Good call. Okay, that's why I asked. Green. I don't. Do I get any? I don't forget. Do I get any blues? I don't remember.
You have 1 blue from me.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. Well, I'm just going to smuggler pilot real quick to make sure I don't have any blues in there that I missed on my tree for piloting. Doesn't look like it. Nope. And none down there. Yep. Okay, I'm good. And then a blue from you and purple for my difficulty because I'm that good at piloting. Fucking hell.
Ooh, not quite.
Twice now.
Yeah, and that is not an attack, so I don't think you get anything from those.
No, it's just the piloting thing. So
Yep. All right. Well, this is improved full throttle is an action, right?
I believe so. Let me inbox. It's a strain. Let me just do this because you can read faster than I can. You know what you're looking at.
Let's see here.
Action. Yep.
Suffer one strain to attempt full throttle as a maneuver. You said improved full throttle, so that would be.
Oh, yep.
Yep. So that means it was a maneuver, so you still have your action.
Okay. And then, I mean, can I, do anything special with my action?
I think you're already going at speed 1.
I think that's the max speed you gave that thing.
It is the max speed.
Yeah, I was trying to get it to 2 so we could yeet up there.
Yep. As far as what you could do with your action,
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
much about pilot.
yeah, let me see how some of the stuff you could do with a player. So believe it or not, you could gain the advantage on the ATST if you wanted to.
We have no. Would that wait? Hang on. So that would gain the advantage would be everybody in the ship has advantage on it.
No, so what it does is
Oh, right. The maneuver thing.
yeah, what would I'm trying to think of what this would actually do on. Oh wait, you can't do that. You're not going fast enough.
Yeah, I'd be going faster than it, I believe.
No, but I think you have to be going like. Oh, I've been ignoring that rule, but whatever. You could do fire discipline, but that'll only apply if somebody uses one of the
Side door guns.
blaster, yeah, the side door guns.
Anybody gonna hop on one of those? I mean, we have the goons. We could just use the goons on them if I wanted to do that.
From that, there's always the help action.
Yeah, I guess I'll help get Brex the help, and then move as close as I can from whatever range I'm at to whatever range we're going to be at.
What are you helping him do?
I guess I would be using the like the trajectory of the hard contact to aid him to being able to get up to it. Like I'm kind of like aiming the hard contact for him to be able to jetpack up to it because he said he was doing that.
Okay.
And I know his character well enough to know that he'd be doing that.
Yep. So the vehicle movement happens on your turn. Are you just gunning it straight at this thing, or are you like
Aim for the
sorta-
legs!
Yeah, basically,
Ramming
I'm aiming
speed?
for the legs. Yeah,
All right.
ramming speed. We have heavy armor. I mean, it's the engineering compartment up there, but there's heavy armor up there. Should be able to take out a walker leg. So,
Clear the walker leg out with the ship.
yep, that's the
Okay.
goal. If Branks fails, because he could bounce off the AT. He could bounce off the AT-AT like he did with the shuttle.
All right. I think you
Hey,
were. It was sort of around the corner from you, and it's a fairly big building. So I'm going to say you get like half of the way there this round, and then you'll, assuming it doesn't move, you'll ram into it next round.
Perfect. So, Branks, I got you halfway there. The rest is on you.
What's our distance?
Your distance after the vehicle movement has now taken place. Actually, here, let me get my thing out. That would now put you at long range.
Wait, were we already at long range?
You might be thinking of with the palace.
He said extreme last session.
Yeah,
I thought.
and
Ah.
extreme is like gargantuan in D&D, where it's like anything larger than huge.
Anything
Right,
beyond long.
Yeah, you're technically
that's
within
fair.
extreme range of Coruscant right now.
Oh, okay.
So what?
Basically, within the Star Wars system, they get the size distances are exponential.
Yeah,
All
sort
I
of. Except
know-
after extreme personal range comes close vehicle range.
All I
Right.
know
Right.
that we can't shoot this thing, but we're still in range of its heavy cannon. I do know that. So
You were already in range of its heavy cannon. However, now you're also in range of its light cannon.
All right. So let's see. It's a maneuver to fly within medium and a maneuver to fly between medium and long. So I can take the strain and stuff for 2 maneuvers. I should be able to fly up to it. And are its eye panels open?
The eye panels, yeah, they would be open. They need to see.
the mightiest force in the universe, defeated by a bunch of teddy bears.
All right.
At home alone, the fuckers.
I guess I'll pull out that ion grenade. My goal here, Pete, is I'm gonna rocket right at that thing. I'm gonna land on its face. I'm gonna stick the grenade in through its eye port and just drop it in.
Okay, you're trying to land on top of this thing?
Hold on, let me get the image again.
Are we fighting AT-AT or a smaller one?
An ATST.
I mean, Pete?
ATST?
What would be harder to do? Land on top of the flat surface or land on its fucking face?
Well, if you land on its fucking face, you'll probably slide off of it in a maneuver that I'm sure you're familiar with by now.
The ATST takes a step forward and effectively headbutts me out of the sky.
Mm.
Yeah. I'd like
ATSD
I'd-
unlocked fly swatter.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking just jetpack out of the top of the ship. I'm gonna go try to land on the top.
Okay, so you're getting out of the ship? Because that's a maneuver.
Oh shit! It's a maneuver to get out of the vehicle.
Embarking or disembarking is a maneuver.
I mean, he was already in the hatch.
Uh,
Remember, he shot the troopers out of it.
What?
He's halfway out of the
he's
hatch.
in the top hatch? Yeah, okay, I'll
Yeah.
give it to you.
All right.
You could have been, like, functionally on top for that.
Alrighty. Oh my god, we have light side points.
You know.
We have 1 light side point?
Now Aiden is in the
Oh,
co-pilot.
Aiden.
Aiden can roll as well.
There we go.
We've
Yeah,
got
Aiden,
3.
roll vigilance before we do anything else.
Just
Can
tell me
someone
before or
roll
after.
a yellow green?
Okay, that's another slot, so it's now 5 and 1. Or
Okay.
5, 1, and 1.
Mhm.
Well, 5 me and 1. I'm not telling you how many slots I have.
Who's gonna be the
17
last guy?
slots later.
That's what she said.
Who's gonna be the
Ew.
last one?
Wait a minute.
Whoever
Alright,
goes
alright.
last.
Let's handle that in a second. Okay, so I'll spend a maneuver to move between here and medium range.
Yep.
I'll spend a second maneuver to rocket up towards the top of that damn thing.
Okay, if you want to land on this thing, it's going to be contested coordination versus piloting planetary.
Remember your boost die.
Yep. And I'm gonna burn a light side.
Go right ahead. This is some epic shit.
Yep, and we just got more light side, so that's awesome.
Or wait, no, money DL?
Yes.
Sorry, money DL. Okay, there we go.
Back where we were.
So let's see here. Is there any
Ooh, not
difficulty?
too well. No, it's
Is there-
opposed.
Ah, fiddlesticks.
They
Damn
didn't roll
fuck.
very well, though.
They got 2 successes. He rolled for their piloting. So roll it.
Here we
You got a boost
go.
and an upgrade.
Pete,
And a boost.
what do we normally use instead of vigilance? again?
Fuck.
Cool.
Cool.
Ooh. Yeah. You didn't roll super horribly or anything, so we'll just say they move out of the way and you fly past.
Can
You're-
you still toss the grenade into the hole? Would that be a
Uh, he could, but it would be quite a difficult shot. You use the Oh, actually, no, you couldn't, because in order to do this, you would have to use the version of the aim maneuver where you target a specific part of the thing, and that requires a maneuver. So you could toss the grenade at it.
Wait, what type of roll skill is throwing a grenade?
Ranged light.
It's not like athletics to
No,
throw.
ranged light.
It's weird.
It's a light weapon and it's ranged.
All right, all right. Slightly new plan as I go rocketing past. I still have an action.
You do.
Can I fire my grappling hook that I have integrated into my suit now? Fucking grab onto the back of this thing's head?
Sure, but given that you're both moving and you at high speed, this is going to be. Let's see, did I include a roll in the description of that?
But
I say-
he is shooting at the broadside of a barn.
Well, you're shooting at the broadside of a barn, like
It is
while
a
jetpacking, and the barn is also moving.
within short range with a difficulty 2 ranged light attack.
Ah, there you go. I'll say add 1 black die because the target isn't moving. But yeah, that's it.
So the rest of us are in a speeder, right? Our speeder thing?
Yeah, the rest of you are in a speeder. He just jetpacked out of it.
And how far away from it are we?
Long range.
Hey guys, I'm gonna fucking burn another light side.
Yeah, do it.
And who's driving our speeder?
I am currently, but probably will switch back with Aiden.
Well, now that Aiden's here, we can. Well, yeah.
Have you already gone, Ruffles?
Yes, but we can't hot seat.
Yeah.
to get
No, I mean, like, what? Did you move us closer or further away?
He moved you
Closer.
closer.
Okay.
It's gonna get 1 attack on us, and then we're gonna take its legs out.
So, but like, next time it's your turn, we'll be able to get close.
We'll be on top of it. I will be hitting its legs next turn.
Very good.
So yeah, if you wanted to take your turn to like climb out and hang on the side,
Yes.
so you can jump out and immediately go into melee with whoever's inside that thing, that would probably be what you should do.
Do that. Well, why don't you do that after the thing makes its shot? Because we have 1 turn at the end, and then you can go right after the pilot next time.
Or we can wait for Branks to finish tossing his grenade.
Yep.
Well, he's using his grappling hook.
Oh, it's
Yep.
a grappling hook. Yes, my bad.
All right. So we're looking at a PPK.
Yes, the Workers' Party of Kurdistan.
Okay, so yellow, green boost PPK. Clan Ordo.
Yeah, you succeed. You hook onto it with your grappling hook. I'm gonna say with you were fairly close in that check. You would have only needed 1 more success, and you got all those advantages. So we'll say that you're only at how far can you go with 1 maneuver on that thing?
On what thing?
On the grappling hook. I think I wrote it in there, right?
Let's see. The grappling hook targets within short range, once attached, can spend 1 maneuver to ascend or repel within short range of the attached point.
Okay, you're within short range. Or you're at short range, we'll say.
So, vehicle-wise, I'm like dangling between this thing's legs, hanging off the back plate.
Well, no, I mean, so you jetpacked past it, and then seeing that you missed, you like grappled onto it. So now you're kind of swinging back around. You know, like you're swinging on it like to the side.
All right, I'm pulling some Spider-Man shit now. Okay.
Yeah, kind of. You're like, oh, whoop, went too far, got to grapple onto it. And then I assume you switched your jetpack off so you don't keep going, and then you're just gonna reel yourself in and land on there somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
Full throttle on jetpack, just spin back around to the front
Okay.
windows.
The most
Run around
vicious
for another pass.
the most vicious tetherball you've ever seen.
No, he's trying to Empire Strikes Back the ATS team with his grappling hook.
I was thinking vicious tetherball, wrap around the head of it with the grenade, pop it in through the window.
Oh no, Mandalorian tetherball.
All right, that's everything I could do.
Okay, how many turns we have left?
That's 3 of 5.
That's 3 of 5.
Okay, I think Aiden should go next. Or the only thing I want to do on my turn, I want to go before Braytac crawls outside because I'm gonna juice him. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give him a stem that ups one of his stats.
Well, you
And
can do that now, and then Aiden can grab a door gun,
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
and then Braytech
I-
goes last after AT goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my drugs to pump Braytac full of speed. So that when he swings his big sword, he'll cut right through the legs. I'm just imagining Braytac cutting through the legs of that ATS.
You can certainly try.
And it falling over. That'd be the funniest thing. But that's what I'm doing on my turn.
Okay. So do you have to roll to give him that?
I do not believe so. Let
Alright.
me double check.
I think it does something. It might make him suffer strain, or I can't remember.
Yeah, he would get 4 strain afterwards, but it lasts for the encounter, and afterwards he'd get 4 strain. But since I have resolve, he would only get 3.
Okay, and what does it do?
I do have to make a medicine check with 2 purple as the difficulty.
Okay, do it.
My medicine is 3.
Very good.
Okay, so I inject Haze with. You have it's a drug that allows you to put 1 stat point anywhere for the duration of the combat, and you suffer 3 strain after the combat is over.
And I think I've decided that can't take you above 6.
What?
Yes, it can take you above 6. Yeah.
Or it can take you above 6. Yeah, sure.
So I make my bronze 7.
Yes, you have a 7 for the rest of this turn. Yes, before your turn to go. Yes.
Oh, it's just for 1 turn?
1 combat.
Oh, okay.
It's like an adrenaline shot. For 1 encounter, you're jacked up, and then when it's done, you take 4 strain.
I thought you said 3.
Well, you would normally take 4, but I have a ability that makes you only take 3.
Ah, okay.
So I think that just leaves Aiden.
The piloting has already
4 are
happened.
before.
Yeah, for your before, and then 1 after, which is going to be Braytag.
Right, so since Aiden wasn't here at the start of combat, Nevin's in the pilot seat, I'm in the co-pilot seat, so Aiden, I think he's got a door gunner if you want one.
So I just start shooting the door gun?
Yep.
And that's gunnery?
Yeah, Nevin, did you take anything that makes your ship count as like a smaller size? Like, did you take tricky target?
I would have to actually sit and add everything up right now just to make sure that where I have my points is correct.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you didn't take
I
it, then
know
you-
I was. Yeah, I know it was something that I was considering, but I think I grabbed the other grit so that next time I can get Supreme Full Throttle. But I could easily drop that grit because I don't need it and say that I have it because I was bouncing back and forth between those two.
Oh, and actually, it
But I
doesn't
would have to
matter.
make it.
It doesn't matter for this anyway. I just reread it. It's only when attacked. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
when
It
attacked.
doesn't count towards your attacks.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna say yes. I have tricky target. I'm gonna drop that grit and switch that, make that permanent,
Mhm.
just for this encounter specifically. And then I will obviously keep that. So yes, it's only when we're targeted, but it does make a difference for what we're dealing with right now.
So, should I aim at the legs?
Well, so when you say aim at the legs, you can. Do you mean target the legs specifically? Yeah, you can do that. You think that might be more effective?
Yeah, I'm gonna target the legs.
Yep.
Specifically, whichever leg that it looks like we're gonna barrel into.
The thing is, sort of walking, you can't really tell. Like, it depends on It depends on exactly how fast it's walking. Like, it's.
It's okay. You could just yell for Nevin to pick that leg when he rams into it.
And I can also adjust the ship's course based on which one I see you hit.
There you go.
If you, yeah. So I can shift over to the left or shift over to the right.
So I'll use 2 maneuvers for that.
Okay, so that's the regular attack with 1 black die.
Remember, you do get a blue die for my leadership thing.
Alright. And then, what's the difficulty?
You are at long range, which is difficulty 3. And I gave it something that helps with that.
I thought you said we were medium range.
No, I think I said you were long range.
You said long.
Oh, we did? Okay.
I thought he said we were engaged.
We will be
Oh,
soon.
please. You wish you could be engaged to all this.
Now, what does long range mean in vehicle combat?
So you're at long personal range, but you're
using a what is it, a burst rifle or something?
you're using a light repeating blaster.
Yeah.
Yep. And let's see. Yes, however, this will only be difficulty 2 because it's a mounted weapon, and I gave it a special thing that makes it easier to attack at long range. So, yeah, difficulty 2.
So can someone roll 2 yellow, 3 green, 2 purple, 1 black?
Well, not quite. It'll be 1 purple, 1 red, 1 black.
What was the thing for you, Aiden?
Do we want to spend a light side point on this?
I don't care. Do you want to spend one?
Yes.
Okay.
So 3 yellows, 2 greens, red, purple, black.
Red, purple, black for the difficulty, is that correct?
boost from you because under.
Oh, and a blue.
Yes, red, purple, black. Ah, very nice. Okay, now let me see here.
And don't you get a boost die?
You did get a boost die, yes. Now, as for what that does, let me see here. Space damage 11, so that's 13. That doesn't matter, and then I think okay. Yep. And you've got 4 advantages. So what this is going to do is that because you're targeting a specific part, you're going to be ignoring the thing's armor, which will allow you to actually deal damage to it, except you're going to be dealing damage to it as system strain.
Aiden, you're hot, Mike.
Okay, what does that mean?
What it means is that I mean, if you shoot it enough, eventually you'll disable it and cause it to fall over, which will also cause it to sustain more damage. Like you're not able to actually get through its armor with a weapon of that size, so you can't really damage it. But by shooting it in the joints, you can like wear it down.
Is 4 enough for a critical hit?
That depends. Let me see here. I have the weapon that you're using.
Yeah, I lost my copy of those.
It's actually enough for 2. Well, so for 1 critical hit, plus 10.
So is that what I should spend them on then?
You also have the auto-fire property. Although, well, you didn't declare it to be an auto-fire attack, so you can't use that.
Well, you didn't know it had that.
Yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned that. You could have made that an auto-fire attack if you wanted to.
Well, I guess we'll just go with the crit.
So are you spending all of it on the crit, or just 2?
Spending all of it just adds a plus 10.
Yep.
Then
For each one?
No, for each 2.
Oh, for each. It's plus 20, and then the 2, whatever the damage of the weapon is.
Then how about just a crit and then pay it forward?
Okay. So then roll a d100, or somebody roll for him.
I got it, buddy.
Okay. New keyboard.
Could we use?
Oh yeah, that's right. You want me to roll? I got it
could we
typed up if you want.
use,
Sure.
Could we use the 2 criticals? I mean, the 2 successes, not successes. The 2 extra advantages we have to disable its weapon, so it can't shoot at us on its turn.
No, you would have had to have targeted the weapon. He said he was shooting for the leg.
Oh, okay.
All right, 8. Yeah. See, vehicle crits. Mechanical stress plus 1 system strain. Not bad. Right, I think that's it for him, and that is turn number 5, so that means I get to go now. Unless there are any objections.
What did you use the other 2 advantages for?
Hey, good forward.
Ah, okay.
Actually, yeah, wait, with 2, do you get to pick?
Yes.
Yeah, so pick who you're going to give that to.
Does anyone want it?
Should probably give it to Branks.
suggest yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, Brinks. He's in the most precarious position. The rest of us are relatively safe.
Doing Mandalorian things outside the ship.
Well,
He's currently a Mandalorian Spider-Man hybrid.
Well, then the way I shot it damaged the leg, made it move in such a way that it's helpful to Brinks.
Yeah, that works. You can use your fire to like guide it to. Well, actually, well, not with that, but you could we'll say you knocked it off balance a little, and that'll matter later. Yeah, the first thing this guy is going to do is this Mandalorian is coming at him and then hooking onto the outside of his ATST. So he's going to do the first thing that comes to mind, which is rapidly change direction to try and throw you off.
Oh, it's not surrender? That's unfortunate.
You wish. So this is going to be another contested piloting versus coordination.
Can we get that into the ship? Can we sell it?
We could probably pick it up with the ship.
Are there any black die on this at all, Pete?
Yeah, we'll say it's a black die because instead of merely moving, now he's actively trying to knock you off. So, sure.
All right. And you said this is coordination?
It's coordination versus piloting planetary for me.
Cool. Can I remove that black die because of my rank and condition?
Yeah, go ahead. I forget
Yeah.
exactly what that does, but sure.
It removes a black die per rank of condition from athletics and coordination checks.
Well, actually, yeah, this would not be coordination. This would be athletics because he's trying to like throw you off. This is less how coordinated are you and more how good are you at not getting your arm ripped out of your socket.
Wouldn't he get those 2 advantages from Aiden?
He would get the 1 advantage from Aiden, and he would get the 1 advantage from Devati.
All right, so that's double boost.
Yes.
Do we have a light side point to burn?
Yes.
If we could burn that.
Okay.
And I will also burn one of them.
Fuck.
That's a bit.
Hoping for triumph.
Yeah, so he doesn't rip your arm out of your socket or anything.
What?
I said he doesn't rip your arm out of its socket.
Oh, okay.
But
On my end, you kind of trailed off there, so I'm like, he doesn't. What?
sorry, yeah, let me know if I'm having more mic issues. It's important that you all be able to hear me. Anyway, let's say
Your mic is fading in and out.
no, that's me actually trailing off. I just said will say. Yeah, well, he knocks you to the ground, but with your roll of 3 and 1, you're able to land gracefully enough that you don't like take any damage from that. It's like you swing laterally enough that you can just sort of land, like you can hit the ground running, literally. You're still attached to the ATST via your grappling hook. You're on the ground now, like still within short range of it. Although that is not a good place to be.
Yeah.
In real time, this is wow.
Yeah. We're coming zoom zoom squish, and you're kind of in the squish path.
Yeah, so that was the movement part of it, and now it's going to shoot at you to try to get you to stop from doing that.
That's like 3 black die.
3 black die.
Yep, range defense.
Range defense. From what?
Is there a size difference penalty?
No, not you, Brinks. I'm talking about all, or everybody except Brinks.
hard
Oh,
contact.
he's firing at the hard con. I'm sorry, I thought you meant he was firing at me.
Oh no! If I
Yeah,
wanted
he
him,
said
if
that
I wanted
right
him to
after I
hurt
said
you,
what
he
I
wasn't
said.
going to shoot at you. He would step
Yeah.
on you.
Well, yeah, I kind of figure, but
He's gonna Pixar you.
Sorry, what happens?
He's He's shooting at your vehicle. Does anybody have anything that affects that? You said
Tricky
you did
target.
take tricky target. Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
I switched from having one grit to I took that off and I took tricky target instead because that actually makes more sense.
Okay.
I mean, if it matters, I have one ranged defense.
That doesn't matter for you because he's taking the vehicle.
Yeah, he's targeting our truck.
Yeah, I know, but I'm the co-pilot, so that's why I brought it up, just in case.
Yep. So tricky target does actually help you here because now instead of being one size smaller than the ATST, which you are, you now count as 2 sizes smaller. So it will up the difficulty once.
We should spend a light side point to make this more difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. I don't have anything that can help us. No
Alright.
skills.
He's going to aim. And you said you were spending a destiny point to up the difficulty?
Yes, I did.
Okay, does anybody else have anything that affects vehicle checks? No. Alright. Oh, he just barely hits.
Lovely.
And let's see. I don't suppose you still have that step that I gave you for the hard contact.
Oh, I might have it in my downloads. Let me look.
Okay, if not, I think I uploaded it somewhere.
Yeah, let me switch it to images real quick so I can actually see everything.
I thought I kept it. I just want to make sure it matches what I have written down. Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong with this though. That should say.
That's what I
2.
have.
Yeah, except I wrote silhouette 4 when it should be 2. But don't worry about that. Yeah, so where it says silhouette 4, pretend that says 2. I don't know why I typed 4 there.
I was actually going to ask if I could start converting that over to a copy of the ship,
Yeah, you could do that. It'd probably be better actually.
because then it'd be more spread out.
Yep.
Like I can just reuse this, but make a copy of it.
Okay.
You put the peachful intentions.
The peachful intentions.
I didn't realize we changed our name.
Yeah. Anyway, quit stalling.
No.
The reason I'm stalling is because this I forgot that the base damage on this thing is 5, and you have 1 armor, so that means you're currently at 5 out of 6 on the hard contact.
Hey, we're still alive!
You're still alive.
Yep.
Now remember, this is before you've put on all of the armor plating that you want to put on, like the nice armor plating. So I don't think you got a chance to do that in between missions. So this is just a
No.
regular truck. This is not your upgraded APC yet.
Well, we did put some, scrap armor on it, and I think that's what the armor 1 was.
Did I have it? Did I give it that originally?
Yes, that's what you gave me originally.
Oh, okay, that's important then. Yeah, I did not update the stat block for that, so we'll say that. Let me
Yeah,
think,
this is.
I'm trying to think if this should give it more armor, or actually, it should probably give it both. I'll be generous. Give me a second. I'm going to update the stat block because this does matter.
Gilbert, I need a ship model name.
What?
I need a make and model for the hard contact.
Model number. Wait, was that not covered by it being the hard contact 117?
That's the name. I suppose, yeah. Then we'd have to name it too. So I'll make the hard contact the model number then.
I mean, we could always just be calling the hard contact 117 the hard contact.
Yeah. We weren't creative with the naming.
I call my truck.
Yeah.
Truck.
I mean, it's true. I mean, you don't give your Ford F-150 a name. You call it a Ford F-150. Unless
Right.
you're weird like me. Her name's
Wait,
Bernice.
you don't name your Ford F-150? What's wrong with you?
I don't
Her
name my
name's Bernice.
RAV4.
Nobody
Have
names a
a
RAV4.
Ford F-150. If
Like-
you don't have a name for your Ford F-150, you don't have a Ford F.
Because I was intelligent with my purchases of vehicles.
I don't know. It sounds at this point like you were purchasing a compensation device.
All of the vehicles that I've spent like a lot of time driving around in, which have not been F-150s, have all been named.
My car is a name.
Oh, God damn it, I forgot to change the location that snipping tool saves to.
Quick! The game master is distracted! Rewrite on his notes!
Damn it, it's not in my notes. Or, I mean, it's not in my
Scribble
downloads.
off, kill,
We
entire
erased
party.
it from it.
Now I think we should get out of this one.
Oh, it saves
We
to
should.
pictures. Bullshit.
Ah, yes, the images saved to images.
Yeah, but that's not where I keep things.
Everything in the download folder.
Yes. There we go. This is the hard contact post modifications.
Okay, so it's Armor 2. That is
Armor
important.
2 and Hull Trauma 8. Oh, and I left my cursor there. Whatever.
On System Strain T, SST.
SST is still 4.
Oh no, I was just making sure that was System Strain. Remember, I'm
Yep.
filling out the doc.
Yeah, okay. So that means you are now at 8 Hull Trauma out of... Or sorry, you're at 4 Hull Trauma out of 8.
Did you give us hard points on it?
Oh shit, I didn't write that down.
I'm gonna send you the sheet when I'm done.
Yeah.
So whatever you
Yes,
say.
we will say that it has 3.
3. Okay.
That seems right. All right, yeah, you have your sheet now. You don't need that. But yeah, that's where you're at. You're at 4 Hull Trauma threshold out of 8.
Doesn't have a hyperdrive, so I don't need any of that. Doesn't need fuel, correct?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, okay, it does need fuel, but we'll handle that when it becomes relevant. You wouldn't
Okay.
need fuel for doing this. You would need fuel for doing like a long trip.
Yep.
Alright, DM, is your
Okay.
turn over?
Sorry, we had to handle that, and now Braytech can go.
We're still far away, right?
You're still at long range.
I do nothing.
I thought you were going to climb outside so when we drive you closer, you could then hit it.
Yeah, you're gonna go opposite door hatch of Hayden.
Right, be closer. I want to hit them with my sword.
I'm not gonna be like hanging out the side, right? Can the door just be like open?
You can swing the
Doors
door
open.
I prepare to board the leg when available.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Aha, I found a picture of Hayes.
Is it the picture I think it is?
Oh, it's a better one.
Yeah. Oh, that's not what I was looking for.
Alright, and
Or my
then-
Imperial Guards, come on.
I was
How much
expecting a
damage did we take from that
Commissar and a
shot?
Lehman Russ, but I'll
Yeah.
take this.
Pete, how much damage was that shot? It's 5
You took
total
4.
minus the 2.
So it was 6 with the success. Base damage 5. Minus 2, 4.
Okay.
There
Cool,
we
cool.
go.
Thank you.
And now we're back up at the top of initiative. You are at long range.
Well, I'm going to do a leadership check then. Give blue dice and heal strain.
Do I have to go last again?
No, you can go in the order you want.
We should go after Nevin drives us into the frame.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Alright, so who's got a bunch of strain?
I just have the one. I don't need a whole bunch.
Alright, I healed Nevin's strain. And refresh our blue dice. Alright, that's it for me, though. You should probably drive us closer.
All right. Well, I'm going to do the exact same thing.
Now, at this point, you are close enough to try and ram them, or are you doing that?
Yes, but first I'm going to go full throttle.
Very nice.
So
That
I'm
will
going to
make
go
the
even
ramming more
faster.
effective.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and improve full throttle, but... Money roll. And I got a blue from you, and it's just double. I think that's all I get. Yeah. Hey! We're going faster!
You are going faster.
All right, I would like to use my new momentum and go bang into its leg, preferably the one that Aiden hit.
This is going to be an opposed piloting planetary check. However, you upgrade your side of the check once due to your full throttle.
Okay. I mean, I've already seen what he's been rolling, so I'm not looking forward to this.
Yeah, they're not exactly bad at piloting.
You should have swapped with me.
I don't think we can do that anymore.
No, you can do that. You would just have to spend
Wait, so I can improve full throttle, get this thing gunned up, and then give Aiden the seat?
So the thing is, you can... The way I've been running it is that piloting happens on one turn and exactly one turn. So if you're going to do piloting shit, then vehicle movement happens on your turn.
Okay.
And once you're done, then the vehicle is
Yeah,
done
no,
moving.
I was, you know, I knew you were gonna go that route, but I was just like laughing at the thought that I was like, I just step on the pedal really hard, and then I lean to the side, and Aiden jumps in the seat.
Yeah.
Pedal to the metal, Commander.
Maybe you
All
should use a light side point to upgrade your side of the check again.
Yeah, that would give me 2 yellows. So, oh, can you spend that for me?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. And it's just you gave me an upgrade for the full throttle, and then I just got another upgrade.
Yep. and
So I
you've got
started with
another
3
upgrade,
green.
And you have a blue from
But-
Divine.
Oh yeah, that's the blue. Okay.
Yep.
So I should have 2 yellows, a green, and a blue.
Hmm.
Okay. I did well. Hopefully. This whole plan hinges on this.
Oh, yeah.
Yay! Sweet! A yell over the radio to Brinks, hang on!
Now, fortunately, you didn't generate any threats or anything, which I would have spent to have you run over Brinks. But you're able to have him get out of the way, we'll say, in order to make that not happen.
How about I Tokyo drifted around him so Braytek's door is right on this thing's legs as I'm slamming into it.
Oh yeah, you can you can do that. You can do like a power slide, like an Akira power slide into the the leg. And he's on the outside, so he's right there next to the leg.
So what did this actually do in terms of it follower?
We're about to find out.
Yeah, we'll say it falls over.
Well, I mean, it's not a big thing compared to this thing, and we just slammed into it with basically a 14-foot or a 26-foot box truck.
Yeah, well, it's one size larger. It's like a
Yeah, but I mean,
this is like a
it's leg
fairly
scale.
large dog running into your leg at full tilt.
You would fall over from that
Yeah,
at full tilt +1.
full tilt +1.
Alright. So I could go. Or can someone with a grenade throw a grenade into the now exposed on the ground?
Well, we're top of initiative, so let's see what happened to Brinks. And then you can go, and we still have a slot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Brinks should go first, because he's the one with the ion grenade and most of the other grenades.
So is this thing still up? Like standing?
Well, first I need to handle how damage is going to work.
All right.
So we'll say that.
We successfully rolled logs underneath its legs.
I'm pretty sure I've
Logs
seen them.
underneath its legs. So we're going to say that the hard contact suffers 2 system drain from this due to crashing into this thing.
Understandable.
And then we'll double that for the ATST, since the ATST was going slower.
Yeah, but it can't stand back up, right? Because in the
Oh, yeah.
established lore, it can't.
Yeah, no, this thing is screwed.
Okay.
Yeah, it can't even really shoot us. Like, but
Yeah,
we'll be
I
able
just
to
need to figure
maneuver
out how
around
much
it. It's
damage it
stationary.
takes.
But I figure Brinks takes his turn because we have to figure out what happens to him with the grappling hook. And then
Well, what happens
Hey,
to him is nothing. He's already on the ground. Grappling hook
Oh,
is
that's
just
right.
attached to the ATST on the floor.
And then yeah, you would probably hop out and try to get inside the hatch and start going hack and slash.
I could just do that, yeah.
And then if, you can take it, Aiden can just stick his flamethrower in one of the windows and pull the trigger. Because it's laying on the ground now, so relatively easy to reach those windows now. And that just leaves Doc for the after, which, are you going to do anything, Doc, or eh?
Yeah, the ATST also takes a fair amount of damage from falling over as well. It's actually bloodied by that.
Good. I would hope so.
Just had to look up. I'm basing this on fall damage numbers, since it is a fall. Yeah, that's it for Nevin's turn, unless he's doing anything else.
I think I technically still have my action. We'll say I'm helping Braytech with this maneuver. Good
Yeah,
enough?
you can position the hard contact so that he can do. Well, what is he going to do that you're helping him with?
Well, I think with the speed, I would be able to, still have a little bit of maneuverability left after I smack into the thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're sort of sliding up against it, and you can choose where on it you want to slide against.
Yeah, basically, I want to back up so that we're not in range of their, they can't shoot us with their guns. But
Oh, they're not going to be
Braytech-
able to shoot you with their guns. I can tell you that.
yeah, then Braytech can just basically be at point and blank for getting inside the thing.
Right. So you can slide around like towards the top hatch a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my help action essentially is that maneuver.
Okay.
So
Who's
Braytech,
next?
you have the help action.
I think this is going to be turn 3 out of 5.
Correct.
I enter the thing.
Okay. Well, you said that you were hanging off the side, so you can get off. The hatch is. Are you going to open the hatch?
Well,
If
these
you-
people just fell down. So inside, they're on their side.
Yes.
So I'm going in.
Okay. How are you going in?
There's a hatch that I've
There
seen
is a
in
hatch.
movies is unlocked. Or doesn't have a lock.
No, the hatch is locked.
It wasn't locked in the movies.
Yeah. Well, this is the movie, isn't it?
Where's your proof that there's a lock?
He's the game master. He is the only proof
If
you
you'll
need.
direct your attention to the bottom of D&D chat where it says tonight's GM, there's my proof.
I was say you could always crawl through a window.
Yeah,
Those I think are big enough for a guy to fit in.
No, they're
Not for
not.
him. Not this guy.
Nah. Not Braytech.
Alright, I open the hatch.
he's still running on jacked up strength. Just tear the thing open.
True.
I open the hatch with skills.
Okay, which skill? Are you tearing it open?
I mean, what skills can I use to open it?
Get creative. How would you open a hatch if it's locked?
I'm very, very, very athletical, and I believe my athletical prowess would allow me to just Boom.
Yeah, you can do that. Make an athletics check. We'll say it's a locked hatch. We'll say difficulty 4. And actually, you know what? It's military grade, so we'll make it a little harder. So 3 purple and 1 red.
Is red just R?
R,
Yeah, remember you do have a blue die for me.
you do. And
And
I
a
believe somebody
whole
paid
bunch
it
of
forward to you as well, so you should have 2.
Yep.
You didn't make a check last round, but it's your next check, so that's now.
Did I get 2 blues?
You get 2 blues. On top of your already obscene athletics roll, I'm sure.
And then he causes 2 threats.
He'll be
Alright,
fine.
Sorry, there's a lot of things in this here. You said
Make sure.
2 purples? 3? How many
3
purples?
purple and 1 red. PPR. Yep, you successfully rip the hatch off. Inside, you can see 2 stormtroopers sort of wriggling around on their sides inside the. It's like partially caved in, the cabin of this ATSD that's fallen on its
Little
side.
terrified.
They don't like what they're seeing.
Do I still have an action?
Yeah, sure. We'll say that was your maneuver.
I cut 1 in half.
Okay. They're at engaged range, so that's difficulty 2. And these guys are special. So it is 1 purple, 1 red.
It matters not. Do I still get a blue?
You get 1 blue from Devati, yeah.
And I'm gonna upgrade it with a frenzied attack too. Just why not? And I only have 1 rank in that, so
As long as you're suffering the strain, I think that makes you take.
yeah. So it
Yep.
says upgrade. So I change the green into a yellow.
Yep.
And it's just purple red.
Purple, red. Oh, I'm sorry, and they have a black die as well.
What does that be?
Okay.
Okay.
For Kudo. Oh, yeah. Tell you what, just to speed
I
things
think he's
along, with
fucked.
those two triumphs, would you like to get both of them?
Yes.
Okay. We'll say that this is now an attack targeting both of them. Like, you ever seen an immersion blender? Where you stick it into a cup, and it's like a blender in a cup? Yeah, and that's what's happening in here. What's your base damage on that when it's all said and done?
All right.
The Tasmanian devil with the mops.
It is at 12 now. With when you're including the which you do anytime I hit successful. I have 3 ranks in Feral Strain, so it's 12.
Yeah, I mean, you're working through the cockpit hole, so you can't quite swing it around in there, but you can. Oh wait, hold on. There's a GIF I need to find for this. That isn't just an immersion blender.
Well, he opened the hatch and went inside, didn't he?
Did he inside? I don't think he said he went inside.
Nah, I more like stuck my sword in. It was like.
Ah, okay. That should.
Stand
Yeah,
by.
it's a tiny
I
little
swear
dot.
this is important. This is what is happening. Yeah, you kill the wabbit. There are 0 wabbits remaining inside this ATSD.
Very good. I am done.
And with that, we are, at least for the moment now, out of combat. You're, I mean, I don't know if you killed the engine on the hard contact, but you've successfully crashed into this ATST and knocked it over. Braytac is having an Elmer Fudd moment.
Pulling out
Luke's
the blast repeater, going into the building.
Okay, well, you were. So I think I said this yesterday. The direction it was coming around from was the front. So you've still got like you've still got another corner to go around if you want to get to the front gate. The thing separating you from the palace right now is just a big wall around the outside.
Well-
Brinks, before you leave, could you possibly patch up the hard contact a little bit?
Aren't we on a timer? Pretty sure we're on a timer.
You kind of are on a timer. Like this is a lull in combat. Like you would.
Yep.
Any reasonable person would tell that there's probably going to be more people coming for you soon.
Okay.
You've got like a minute or two.
All right, but while that minute or two, I look inside. Is there anything worth taking from these guys right in there?
They've got blaster pistols on them. They're stormtroopers.
Loot and scoot.
I'm not sure there's much to loot. At least not at the moment. Let's save that for after the mission.
I can't believe these are the first stormtroopers I've thrown at you.
And Braytech killed the Webbits.
Yes.
Stormtroopers are now Webbits.
All right, yeah, like I give up my seat so that, Aiden can take the piloting seat in here, and I'm like yelling at Branks and Braytac to, get back aboard. We need to get going.
Wait, how much distance is between here and the front of the building?
So the front of the building would be around the corner. Like it's just a big square.
Right, like what's the
So-
distance?
We'll say one round worth of movement in the hard contact would get you to the gate. It's not far.
Weren't we going for the landing pad though?
The landing pad is inside the walls. If you went for the landing pad, you'd have to go the other way around back.
Actually, wait a second. We have there's that whole sniper outlook nearby, right?
That was the landing pad.
They were up on the landing pad?
They were shooting you from the landing pad.
Okay.
Yeah, we were going for the landing pad.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
so that
what
would be around the back of the building in the other direction.
Yeah, well, how did
The
we run into
ATST
the
came from the
ATST
front
or
of
the
the building.
ATST then? Because we were going for the landing pad.
You were going for the landing pad, but you were still approaching from the side. So to get to the landing pad, you would have had to approach the building, like from directly behind. And then the ATST would have come from out in front, which is where they were expecting an attack to come from, presumably.
Honestly, instead of getting back into the hard contact, I'm actually going to make like a big jetpack leap. Or maybe two. I'd like to try to spot anything that's maybe out and ahead.
Okay, how high up are you going?
Medium range.
Medium range.
How high is medium range?
So we'll say that short range will get you over the wall, which will let you see into like the actual palace grounds where you can look at the building. And the space in between the wall and the palace.
Is there a major difference between that and medium range in terms of what I'd be like my angle?
Medium range would get you up to like the I'll say medium range would get you to the top level of the palace. So that's like one sort of level above where the landing pad is, like up to the roof. You would be around that high.
Yeah, I'll launch myself up there.
Up to medium range.
Yeah.
Okay, you would need to move laterally as well to actually land on the roof, which would take more than 2 maneuvers to get over there. Because you've got the wall, so you've got to like, yeah, it's more or less like that.
Yeah, and we're on
Alright.
one of the sides.
So basically, at the end of the equivalent of the round, I'm like flying a little bit off the building.
Yeah, but so you're flying more or less straight up to medium range.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me think about how this building would be laid out. Yeah, as you go up into the air, you can see more of this sort of square around the palace and the wall around the palace and the space in between the palace and the wall. It's all concentric squares. So you've got the palace in the middle, and then the wall around it, and then the street around that. Now, out by the front gate is a large gaggle of stormtroopers standing around near the front steps who appear to have been moving in your direction to investigate whatever the ATST was just run over by. And then they all see you.
I shall let the hard contact know that we are about to make another round of hard contact.
What all did you see?
So, let's see now. That was just 2 maneuvers to get to this point.
Yep, you're up in the air.
Yeah, I've got a present for them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. 1 sec.
Well, here, let me figure out how far away they are first. We're going to say they're at extreme range from you, even at, like, the diagonal. Yeah, especially given the elevation difference, that would be extreme range.
So elevation-wise, we're at extreme?
Elevation-wise, you are at extreme. You think it would also be extreme if you were on the ground, but you also wouldn't be able to see them.
So elevation-wise, it's extreme. What's the, like, say if I dropped something on them distance? Like, are they below me?
Well, you went up to medium. They're not directly below you. You would have to spend like we'll say 2 additional maneuvers to get to a round above where they are. But they would still be at medium range below you.
In that case, then I'll just use my action to auto-fire light repeating blaster.
Okay, can you hit at extreme range with that?
Let me double check the range of that thing. Pretty sure it goes up to extreme.
Don't you have like a scope?
If you had a scope, it might.
Let's see. Scope. Oh, no. The range is just set to long. Never mind.
Okay.
I think I'm thinking of the heavy version that has the extreme.
Yep.
Extreme.
So that's my move.
All right. And you've alerted your people down there. What are they doing?
Driving to the landing pad.
So that's around the back of the building?
Yep.
Okay. The landing pad is still, like, it's built into the palace and it's behind the wall. You know that if you drive back there, there's just going to be more wall back there.
So the only entrance is actually on the front.
Yes. Unless...
How
I feel
How
like
tall
I'm...
is the wall?
I think I have a short range. So enough to get over in one maneuver with a grappling hook.
Didn't we buy one of those? Or bring one of those?
You might have, but I don't know.
I don't think so. The only one that has one, to my knowledge, is me.
Do we have leftover climbing gear in here from our last mission?
Yeah, I think you said something about climbing gear at one point. I don't know what you wrote down, though, and whatever you wrote down is what you have.
Did anybody take the climbing gear out of here from the last mission?
I mean, the climbing gear would have been taken out of that in order to be used, and then we picked it up after being collected by the ship, so why would we have ever returned it during that mission? Not to argue against us having gear, but, like, we would have had to be premeditated about that.
Well, we knew we were going to assault the landing pad. We knew the landing pad was, up
I have
for
an
reach.
idea. "Hey, look! I found this box with all this climbing gear and stuff inside the hard contact."
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. We don't know where it came from. Maybe it was you stashed it in there from that other mission and forgot about it. Who knows?
So from what you described, concentric squares.
Yeah, so that's the wall, and then you've got the space in between the wall and the palace, and then the palace.
Yeah, but then I would imagine the palace is like an upper enchilada sort of layers to it. It's not all one big square.
Yeah, it's got like it goes up in the middle.
Like a pagoda.
Yeah, so I think we're going to the back and then using the climbing gear to get up onto the landing pad.
Sounds like a plan to me.
We do that.
All right. Yep, you can all do that. And Blinks, what are you doing?
I'd like to spend a maneuver to dip down slightly to get these guys into long range, auto fire, and then use my other maneuver to take a bit of strain and pop back up out of it at the extreme.
Okay. Well, you're at long range, and auto fire, I believe, adds 1 to the difficulty. So let's see here.
Which is removed by the scope.
Ah, yeah. What the hell is it? All right, yeah, long range, so it would be 4, but then it's back to 3. However, you then upgrade it once because these guys are special. So it's 2 purple and 1 red, and then 1 black from their armor.
And that's with the reduction from the scope?
That's with the reduction from the scope. Without the scope, it would be 4. Yeah.
Right. And if I'm not crazy, I still have Devati's boost, right? Or is that expended?
I'm going to say...
It lasted for 3 rounds.
Yeah. We're going to say that, I'll let Braytak keep his thing that lasts...
No, sorry, 5 rounds. It's ranks and leadership.
Yeah, we took a
Then
lull
he'd
in combat, so I'm going to let that ran out, but Braytak gets to keep his thing.
Alright.
Yeah, like this is... We're going to treat this as if it's the same encounter, but it's been like
Success.
2 or 3 rounds. Yep, you managed to hit. What's your base damage?
Base damage of this is 11 plus 1 from the success.
So that is 12.
And
Yeah, you kill a stormtrooper.
does the what's auto fire actually do?
Auto fire, if you generate 2 advantages, you can spend them to generate extra hit.
Alright.
But the extra hit only deals the weapon's base damage. You don't add your successes to it.
Alright.
Yep, you kill a stormtrooper.
And I fuck off again.
Yep.
Continue to go for the top of the palace.
Right at the top.
Hmm?
Are you landing on the top, or are you just... What are you doing?
Gonna land on top.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. It would probably take you the equivalent of a few rounds to get everybody up, just because there's a lot of you. But yeah, we're still sort of going popcorn style, so we'll say that after the equivalent of a couple of rounds, you can get up onto the or get them all up onto the landing pad. And Brinks, what are you going to do during that time? We'll say you have 2 more rounds.
Oh, I'm gonna start shooting stormtroopers. Like I'm gonna lay down top of the building and... Actually, wait, is there an opening up here? Like an obvious point of egress, or am I already on top of the landing pad?
Make a perception check. I mean, the landing pad is below you. You're on the topmost part of the palace, I think you said.
Were you going for the landing pad?
This is one of those like sticking off landing pads, right?
Yeah, well, it's like he's drawn it. There's a part of the palace where it goes up, and it's got the landing pad.
The big square in the middle is the palace. The smaller square off to the left is the landing pad.
Yes. Well, imagine the palace like it's like a pyramid, sort of,
Mhm.
where there's a part towards the middle that's higher, and then on the lower tier is where the landing pad is. But you're on top of the high tier, I think you said.
This is my perception check you wanted me to do.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of ventilation equipment up here, including a big thing with a fan on it. And when you look over, you can see that the duct it connects to looks big enough that you can fit through it.
I meant more like, is there a door?
To the roof? Oh yeah, I guess there would be roof access. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm being yeah, it is a little hard to spot, but there's like a hatch. You find a hatch.
Yeah, I'll be popping that open.
And with the Triumph, we'll say it's unlocked. Some maintenance guy fucked. Yeah, the hatch, it's like one of those hatches to like an attic where it's got stairs built into it.
Nice.
Yeah.
They got Mandalorian super commandos in their walls.
Mhm. Yep, so this leads you down to a sort of maintenance, like a back room at the at like the top level of a apartment building or office building. You know, like one of those vestibules at the top of a big central staircase. So you can go down from here, and yeah, I mean you can go outward to like other parts of this floor, or you can continue going down. Yes, that is what it looks like from the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I appraise the rest of the party of the situation here.
It actually wasn't that hard to do.
Yeah, well, you just drew a bunch of boxes.
I used the other image. I just dragged them around
Oh,
and layered them. I literally just layered them.
Yep. Yeah. So I'll use the comms. Let the rest of the crew know where I am, what I'm doing, and I'll be kind of creeping in.
Sounds good.
I am very specifically going to be like moving slowly and taking cover at every opportunity, Pete.
Which way is he creeping in?
he's creeping in from the roof. But
Oh,
yeah, actually, which way are you creeping in? Are you going down, or are you exploring other parts on the floor?
I mean, this looks like a maintenance floor, right?
You were in a maintenance access space, but if you were to, there, like, you can go down the stairs that will lead to the other floors, but you can see from here that this becomes more of like a regular floor with like, you think there might be personal chambers up here. It's that sort of style.
You know, the boss is usually at the top. He's got the best view.
Yeah, I am going to calm the party. I believe I'm on the floor for personal chambers. And I am going to take cover, covering, like, if there's a door here, I'm going to cover that. Like, aiming the blaster at it.
Yeah, you can do that. As for the people who are just now getting finished climbing onto the landing pad, from the landing pad there is a big sort of like one of those big roll doors. You've got the Lambda shuttle is out here, so there's that, I should say. And then inside there's like a big roll-up door to a sort of garage type space, not big enough to actually fit the shuttle inside. This is just like where they keep tools and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Nevin,
then-
take the shuttle and get out of here.
Yep. Do you want me to just warm it up and wait, or do you want me to take off and leave?
Take off and just like so that they can't use it for an escape. So don't sit on the pad.
Okay.
Stay close, because if we have to extract hot, we might be on the roof.
Sounds good. Is the roof large enough for this to fit up there? Just probably not structurally sound.
Yeah, you're not sure what would happen to the roof if you landed on it, but
I really don't care if we damage the roof.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can get. It's big enough that I can fit up there. Is my question.
yes, it is more than wide enough that you can fit up there.
The
Okay.
roof caves in, crushing the target, Branks, and everybody else.
Is there someone staying with the transport?
What, you think someone's going to steal our transport?
Have one of the goons drive it away.
Yeah, have one of the. Yeah, we'll just assign one of the goons to drive it off.
Or
Alright,
two.
Are you assigning 1 or 2?
We have 4 total, so I say half. Keep 2 with you guys.
Send 2.
That way
to
they
the-
have cover for each other, and Pete can't do
send
shenanigans.
2 with them, and then maybe 2 with you on the ship. Doesn't that ship have guns?
Oh yeah, does the ship have guns?
Let me get it out.
Because this is a transport. It's not a combat, but it might have
Yeah,
guns.
I think.
But
so
in Star
this
Wars,
one-
every ship has guns.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it has a gun. It has a gun operated by the pilot. like
Okay,
a,
time to do some
forward-facing-
updating.
Okay. Well, if it's operated by the pilot, yeah, I would send 2 goons in the transport to get him out of here safely.
Yeah, for the sake of expediency, we're going to treat it as the Sentinel landing craft, but without the side guns.
Do we want to send, like... The Mando commandos have jetpacks, right?
No.
What, Pete?
No.
They're not all.
Bummer.
All right, and then as Nevin's taking off, I think we're breaching in.
All right. Yeah, so from that little garage space, that opens out into a there's sort of a similar maintenance space where they keep like garbage and shit, but that eventually opens up out into a into like some narrow halls connecting to private chambers and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we let Branks know over comms that we're breaching in through the hangar.
Yep. You are on the floor below where he is.
Yeah, and we start going to the stairs to go up.
Yeah, you can find a set of stairs. There doesn't appear to be anybody up here.
Well, they weren't expecting the backdoor approach.
Yeah,
From
actually,
the
no,
sounds
that's
of it.
technically not true. There were 2 dead stormtroopers on the landing pad.
Oh yeah. Can we loot their guns before I take off and put them in the Lambda shuttle?
You can.
Or drop, no, we'll drop them down to the goons of the hard contact.
They are blaster sniper rifles. You have 2 of them now.
Cool. They're in the hard
Thank you
contact.
for collecting that.
Yep. And you're sending them
I
off
just
at this point?
remembered.
Yeah, these are like the scout troopers where they've got like the big sort of squared off helmets. You know the ones.
Could somebody fit inside of the outfit?
Of the outfit? I mean, you could put it on.
Does somebody want to disguise?
Nah.
Braytech doesn't use disguises.
So you're sending off the goons in the hard contact at this point?
I'm
2
updating
goons.
the.
2 goons.
Yeah.
And what are you telling them to do? Go back to base?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. They begin going back to base. The as they peel off, you can hear them like getting shot at by that group of stormtroopers who you would have been told were heading your way. But as they get further away, you can eventually see them from up on the landing pad, and they appear to have made a clear escape.
Good.
Yeah, their small arms didn't really do anything to them through the hard contact.
Okay, I don't feel like breaking this up, so I'm just going to do that.
There we go.
Yep, I did that.
Okay, and I think you would all find that same central stair leading to the area on the top of the building.
Up we go. Let's find this. We're trying to get the what is it? Planetary Governor
Yes,
Jin Lan.
His name is Moff Ito Shireus. Jirlan is the guy who's leading Raptor Company that you work for.
Oh, okay. Moff what?
Ito Shireus. I'll type it in chat. That guy. Star Wars McSpace name. One second, I gotta take my hoodie off.
So we're on the floor, Gilbert's on now?
No, we're the floor beneath him. We were heading up the stairs towards that floor.
Yeah, so I think,
we cleared the floor we're on.
yeah, on that floor you would have found like guest rooms and some sitting rooms, art galleries. Well, not art galleries, but like home art galleries, you know. Rooms for keeping fancy things in.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would have found that staircase going to the upper floor. There's also a nicer staircase elsewhere. This is like the maintenance access staircase. That takes you up to the top level where you find Brinks. The door that he's guarding appears to lead to more of the same.
Wait. I thought we were trying to pincer into that floor. Why would we go up the same stairs he's on?
Ah, that's important. Are you going up the other way?
Yes.
Okay, you go up the nicer set of stairs. And yeah, that appears to put you into the you pretty much tell that this floor is devoted to like personal apartments for whoever lives here. So there's like how exactly would it be? You've got
Wouldn't
like
we
some
want
linen-
to
some
send?
linen closets and things, but it's mostly
Wouldn't we want to send like at least 2 of the Mandos with Brink so he's not by himself?
Too late.
yeah, too late.
They don't have jetpacks anyways, apparently.
I didn't want to make them that cool.
Climbing gear to the roof and followed him through the hatch, but no biggie.
Yeah, it's something like that. There aren't that many levels below you. It doesn't actually stick up as you've drawn it here. It's a bit flatter, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a really easy change.
yeah, you think you're like on the top floor. You think you're probably on the 4th floor.
All right, yeah. So we start checking these rooms, letting Branks know as well, so he can start pushing from his side.
Yeah.
So basically, that the only ways to escape are through one of our groups.
So you guys begin pushing into these rooms, and it's you've ever been in like a really big, fancy hotel suite where it's like a couple rooms connected to each other. Imagine that, but like even a little bit more complex. It's like this floor is like a whole house unto itself.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you don't find anybody in here. This is very clearly the Moff's personal apartments, though. And yeah, you find like a living room, bedroom, kitchen, all that.
Is there an office?
There is an office.
We should check the office, see if there's any intelligence or anything like that to grab.
Yeah, you find a desk where you might keep a computer terminal, where the computer terminal is notably absent.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we're pushing down then.
Wait, do we meet up?
Yes,
You would have met up in
Okay.
a minute.
but there's no one here. This floor is abandoned. It's possible that he's like a bunker or something underneath the palace that he's hiding in. So we have to go down.
Oh,
You can go down by the fancy staircase or the maintenance staircase.
Pete, question.
Yeah.
That maintenance stuff I found access to, how deep into the facility would that kind of ductwork go?
There would have been ductwork. I was you're not really sure. I mean, it's like HVAC, so potentially everywhere. But as for how much of it you can fit through, that's hard to say.
We should probably take
Fair
the
enough.
maintenance way down. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's likely to go past any security checkpoints.
Can do.
So I think we all just go down the maintenance access.
Yep. Yeah, you go down the maintenance access and you begin making your way down to the like towards the 3rd floor. And why doesn't everybody make a difficulty 4 perception check?
Those close to me get 2 boost dice.
I think that would be everybody, except for me. I fucked off.
Everybody but you. All right, yeah, at least a couple of you are going to see this then. Which is that as you come down onto that floor, you see a sort of up in the corner on one of the hallways that you can access from this maintenance stair is a little. It's like a sort of metal stick with like a lens on it on one side, sticking out of the ceiling. And you notice this as you're coming down the stairs.
Is this on the floor we were already on?
No, this is on the floor you're going down to.
This looks like a gun turret or something.
No, it's very small.
It's a camera.
It's a security camera, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do we know which way it's facing?
Yeah, it's facing towards you.
Make like a gangster and shoot it.
Yep. Pew, pew.
Whoever's doing the shooting, make an attack. We'll say long range. This is like covering a lengthy hallway pointing towards this stairwell.
So that's 3 purple?
3 purple.
Okay, that's reduced down to 2 purple.
All right. Yeah, you shoot the camera, and it pops and fizzles all Rainbow Six Siege like. Yeah, there is no more camera there. Let's see. Did anybody roll perception particularly well?
Tenorok.
Yeah, Tenorok did. He didn't roll super well. He rolled the best, but he didn't roll super well.
What?
I'm asking you what you're doing. You just shut
Reaching
out the camera.
clear.
Yeah, I think we just clear the floor and then head back and then head down to the next floor.
Okay, I think you said you were taking the half of you took the fancy stairs and
Nope, we all took maintenance.
right. Oh yeah, that's right. You all took maintenance. Yes. Yeah, you all took maintenance. So you begin. Or are you spreading out across the floor, or are you moving as a group? What are you doing?
Probably spreading out at this point. We're just trying to find the guy to black bag him.
So this is broken up into like smaller rooms. So you've got like got a lot of side chambers off to the outside, and like dining rooms and stuff like that towards the middle. But yeah, let me think. How many ranks does everybody have in perception? How about that?
We have ranks in perception.
I think Aiden does.
I got 1 rank.
I've got 1 rank.
Got 1 rank each. All right. Then, as you're, tell me what would your approach be? Are you just are you moving around the outside and then towards the middle, or are you going?
Without a map, it's impossible to give a good answer to that.
Well, you're in a box, and you can get a loose idea of the layout. So, but yeah, you're right.
We are clearing it so that we can find if there's anybody on this floor. That's our intent. And we're moving from like our stairs, to sweep the floor so that places behind us are left clear.
So the way the floor is laid out is that there is one big corner that goes around the floor in a square, right? And
Nope, don't know.
Okay, then forget it. Yeah, you're making your way through the floor. You're in sort of a major hallway that like runs onto the floor. You would be. We'll say that you're coming towards the fancy set of stairs that you would have came down before, like you sort of crossed back over across the building.
Okay.
And at that point, you would hear the sound of footsteps and people moving towards the stairs from below. Yeah, sorry, I didn't make a map of this place.
That's fine. Are we all together?
I think you said you were.
Okay. Then I think we ready ourselves and engage. Remember, we need to take them off alive.
Right? Are you sure you want to ready yourselves?
I am readying myself.
Okay, you're readying yourselves.
I don't ready myself. I fight better surprised.
That's not how this works.
Nobody ready yourself.
The comms in my helmet are off.
I heard ready yourselves. That means all of you are now ready, whether you're ready for it or not.
Shit.
And as you all ready yourselves, you would see coming up this staircase more stormtroopers. Please roll cool.
Braytech's always in the front.
There's my cool. 2 successes and an advantage.
It's triumph and a success.
Oh fuck, let Aiden go first.
Well, he has the flamethrower, yeah. I don't want him to set me on fire.
You can beat 1-5.
Aw, you can take it.
I mean, I'm immune to burn, but
So it looks like we have one after me. No, sorry, 2. No, 3. Wait. No, what is that up there?
Let's see. You rolled 1 success, 5 advantage. Looks like just Braytac is after you.
Yeah, well,
Because doesn't Triumph
just-
have advantage?
yeah, just Braytech. Yep. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so same as before, everybody, me, and then one person.
Okay. Well, I'll do the leadership check to heal strain and give out blue dice.
Yeah. So I guess Duvati, Aiden, Branks, Braytac. Light him on fire, shoot him full of holes, and then have Braytac, mop the floor once he's not downwind of the weaponry.
All right. So, 4 people. So that is going to be Aiden, Branks, Braytac, and Tenorok. All get a blue die to add to their checks.
Okay.
And they all heal 1 strain. And Braytac heals an additional strain.
Very nice. Let me establish the battlefield a little bit more. You're in a hallway that is opening out to a rectangular room. Off to the left, out of where this opens out into, is that fancy staircase going up and down.
Okay. Are there like banisters I could get cover behind?
So the banisters wouldn't offer a ton of cover. They don't look. You think they're wood, so they wouldn't. They would offer visual cover, but you can still see through them.
Is there hard cover to be had?
There is hard cover to be had. You can, like, the right corner of the hallway that you're coming out of, you could use to get full cover. And there's also rooms off to your left that you could duck into. The hallway also continues across to the other end of the room, and you could get cover there as well.
All right. You said near the hallway near me, like I could use in the corner, I can get cover, so I'll do that.
Yep.
And so that's the taking cover maneuver. And I just tell everyone, remember, no Huttese. And that's it.
How far away is the group of stormtroopers?
We're going to say that from sort of the end of this hallway that you're coming out of, they would be at medium range.
Do we want me to fire down range, then have Aiden move in, roast them, and then send Braytac in? That way we don't have anyone overlapping fields of fire.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Let's see, medium. Got to double check what the scope does here because I might still be able to aim at this point. Yeah. I will auto fire, Pete.
That increases your difficulty by 1.
Yep.
So
Auto
that
fire.
will, I think, be 3. So
Yep.
that will be 2 purple, 1 red, and 1 black.
Oh, double aim action as well. Sorry, that too.
Very nice.
So you have like 3 blues.
All right, then you said purple, 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 black.
2 purple, 1 red, 1 black.
Purple, purple, red, black. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you hit. Your base
Alright.
damage is what?
11
11, so that's 12 with
plus piercing.
plus piercing. Yeah, 1 stormtrooper is. Oh yeah, no, just 1 piercing.
Just 1 piercing.
Yep. Yeah, so 1 stormtrooper is hurt pretty bad by that. However, he does not quite go down. 2 threats. Let me see. Yeah, in response to the fire that you've laid down at them, that group of stormtroopers is going to take cover. And that's it.
All right.
All right, all right, all right.
I think we were saying we were going to send Aiden in with a flamer next.
Mm-hmm. And then Braytac in after that.
What does auto fire do? Doesn't it give you another attack, or am I misunderstanding something?
It gives you another attack, but you have to spend advantages on it.
Hmm.
So it's a bit of a gamble.
All right. Well, then I move up,
Okay, you move up.
and then aim and fire.
Okay, so you're moving up into short range, aiming and firing.
If I blast, will I be able to get the group?
Yeah, because they're coming up a staircase, so they're bunched up.
All right.
So it will be at short range.
Remember, you get a blue die from me.
Yep, the difficulty will be red and 2 black, so RKK.
So that's total of 12 damage.
Your base damage is 8.
8 plus, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. 12, and then... Yeah, that would, do you want to hit that same Yes. Yeah, do you want to hit that same Stormtrooper that Branks shot before, or do you want to hit a different one? You think if you blast the whole group, you would probably kill that guy anyway.
I'll hit a different.
Okay, yeah, you hit a different guy. He is also in very bad shape. And then you've got 6 advantages to spend.
Well, blast.
All right, you blast. That's 2. And yeah, we said they were bunched up. What does Sorry, I have to look up what it does again. Blast. And what's the blast rating on that?
Blast 4.
Okay, so they all take 4 damage. That kills the other one. And the guy that you shot is still up, though. So that's 2 out of 6 advantages. You got 4 more.
Burn.
Burn.
Burn 3.
So you would be able to... we'll say you can set... You don't set all of them on fire, but you set like that guy and one other guy on fire. Normally, you would only be able to set the guy you actually hit on fire, but he's almost dead, so I'll give you another one.
Hooray.
And then you got 2 more.
Pay it forward.
Okay.
And then recover a string.
Very nice. Oh, it's Hank Scorpio. I love Hank Scorpio. I think that's it for Aiden. Who wants to go next?
I cut him in half.
Oh my god, he ran in.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
My girl. He just ran in.
I have to get the laughing one.
What does he say after that? They're like, damn it, Leroy. Yeah,
Straight to the plan! Straight to the plan!
So that what?
Yep, so it would take you, you're at medium, so it would take you 1 maneuver to get to short, and 2 maneuvers to get to engaged.
Okay.
So you would spend 2 maneuvers to get into engaged, and then you're slicing them with your sword.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want the injured one or a fresh one?
Oh, I want a fresh meat for my blade.
Very good. It'll be difficulty 2, so purple, red, black.
Frenzied.
And
Forgot the
base
blue die.
damage. Oh yeah, roll your blue die. So 5 successes, and your base damage is what again?
It's 5 plus 12.
Okay.
And I have Pierce 3.
5 plus 12, 15. Yeah, you killed the fresh one easily.
Imagine he just stepped through that stormtrooper. It was like,
There was a stormtrooper there 1 second, and then the next there were 2 stormtroopers, or 2 halves of 1 stormtrooper.
And then can I activate a crit on someone else?
Yeah, this is a group, so sure, why not?
How many are left?
There were 5. There are now. So you killed 2. There's now 2 fresh ones and 1 very badly injured one.
Fresh one's gonna get a crit.
Okay. That kills him. There is now 1 fresh one and 1 badly injured and fire one. Actually, did you kill the on fire one or the not on fire one?
Fresh.
Okay. So there is now 1 badly injured on fire one and 1 fresh one who is also on fire. And from where you're at, Braytak, you can see that there's more down the stairs.
Many.
From where you can see, at least 10.
How many maneuvers did you get max to?
Yeah, 2. That's it.
Alright.
All right. I think that is 3 out of 5. Who's next?
I think Tenroff's the only one on our side hasn't gone yet.
yeah,
That's
I think
4.
the doctor's the only one left, and I'm
Oh,
just
yes,
gonna,
right. That was 5, yeah. Or 4,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna step out of the way. Hide.
Okay, you can take cover.
Yeah, take cover. That's what I meant.
Yep.
Yes.
Wait, did I count wrong? You should have one person who's going after me.
Well, then that's going to be Tenarok because we're done.
Oh, you know what? I counted now. That's what I did. So it should be one.
I didn't.
two-
Yeah, I didn't roll. So
Yeah, you didn't roll. Yeah, but I counted it as if you rolled. It should be
Ah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you would have 4 and then me and then 1. So Tenarok will go after.
Okay,
However, it is now my turn. First,
just
the
draw a
2
map.
guys who were on fire. In here somewhere. Ah, it's athletics. All right. Yep. They succeed in not being on fire anymore. Well, actually, no. You would get at least 1. So that would kill the severely injured one. And then what's the base damage on your flamethrower? Aiden?
The base damage is 8.
Right. Okay. The other one is burnt a little by that, but he manages to put himself out. The first one dies.
Hooray!
Yeah, so he is now only 1 guy left. He is going to back up. However, a now fresh group of stormtroopers is going to come up the stairs behind him to take his place.
And they're
Along
gonna
with-
order 66 Braytac?
They're going to do something. They're not coming within melee of him because they're not that stupid. There's also 1 guy there with a shoulder pauldron, and he's going to do some things.
Wait, the rest of them are bearing their shoulders at us?
No, he has a. You know what I meant. He's got the orange shoulder pauldron to indicate that he's a sergeant. But yeah, the rest of them are all in tank tops. You know,
It's the Imperial Beach Troopers.
yeah, the shore troopers, the Jersey shore troopers. He is going to make a check to lead his men into battle. He succeeds. Yep. So, let's see what else can this guy do. Yeah, so as they're coming up these, this is like a grand staircase sort of, so it curves on the way up, and there's like little recesses in the walls that they could, or that you could take cover in, and they're going to do that. They apparently don't realize that you don't have a weapon or that you don't have a gun, but you know. Yeah, they're going to take cover, and then first the other group of them are all going to shoot at you, Braytech.
That's cute.
So what's your ranged defense, and do you do anything to attacks against you?
I ran out of maneuvers, so no. But
Okay. What's your
one-
ranged defense?
1.
Just 1, alright.
I'm also immune to pierce, breach, burn, vacuum of space, and underwater.
I mean, I don't think they're using squirt guns.
They're not using squirt guns.
That would be kind of funny. Squirt guns drown.
Well, if you think about it, a flamethrower is really just a type of squirt gun.
Except it squirts burning liquids.
We're going to make this extra hard. Let's see.
Wait!
Wait.
No, it doesn't matter for right now, but go ahead. It'll matter in a second.
See, they're maneuvered A, and then they get an extra maneuver from the thing he did. So, yeah, they would have used that to move up. So that was their first maneuver, and then their second maneuver is going to be to aim. They would be at short range because they're almost in melee with you, but not quite. So just one purple, black. Yeah, it should. Oh, and then I gave them an upgrade, didn't I?
Make sure I add some extra purples in there for Stormtrooper aim. It's a special type of Stormtrooper aim.
Oh, right. I guess that means they are more likely to hit.
And
Because
one
only
of his
Imperial Stormtroopers
missed.
are so precise.
I die free.
Yeah, it's a big misconception. They actually missed on purpose because they wanted them to get away.
Hmm.
Actually, we do know that based on the casualties inflicted on the, 10-5, that Stormtroopers have accuracy even above, trained U.S. Marines.
Apparently.
Listen, I've seen The Mandalorian, and I know Scout Troopers don't have any aim. They can't aim.
Well, these aren't scout troopers.
No. Let's see. 9, and then 5, 14.
I
And
have
then-
a 11 soak with a 7 brawn.
You have 11 soak with 7 brawn. Which is why that is 18. I'm spending a destiny point to add their agility to the damage because they can do that.
What?
Yeah.
Hubba.
I made these guys fancy. And then that would put them at 18 minus your 11. So you take 7 wounds, Braytac.
Uh-huh.
And that's the main hit. And then, let's see. You have 11 soak, so activating auto fire against you is actually not going to do anything. Okay, that's the other thing these guys can do. They can activate auto fire on their attacks when they shoot as a group, because why the fuck not?
Do it.
I would do it, except it won't actually do anything to him because the base damage of their weapons is less than his soak.
Execute Order 66.
No, they're gonna crit instead. Thing that adds to that, right, Braytech?
So again, what?
They're critting you. You have a modifier to that.
Not at the moment.
Okay. 21. Okay. You take a difficulty 1 critical injury and have a setback on your next skill check, Braytech.
Actually, twice per encounter where there does not suffer setback due to a combat check or critical injury.
Okay. Are you spending that here?
Well, I mean, don't I use it on my turn?
No, it's twice per combat, so that's whenever it happens.
Sure.
So yeah, you spend one of those here. You do not suffer the setback, but you still suffer the critical injury.
Okay.
And anyway, that was their free attack from this guy.
Also, it just says though for off balance, it's plus to next skill check. Doesn't apply to every skill check.
Yeah, it's just a next skill check.
Okay.
That's Yeah, so you're canceling that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that was their free attack from their leader, and yeah, now they're going to make their regular attack. Yeah, watch it. We'll have him shoot at you first. So he is just
Die free
Free.
Braytac.
What's Braytac's wound threshold?
Really high.
I think it's like 24.
Yeah, he's not even bloodied from the 7.
yeah.
Like he's almost twice as sturdy as me.
Okay, he does not deal enough damage to get through Braytac's soak.
Advantages.
Yep, but advantages.
Like boosting his next ally's attack.
You know what, Gilbert? You can shut the fuck up.
Oh, don't worry, I know the rules.
Oh, the shoe is on the other foot, though. You
Anyway.
wanted me to die last time.
Anyway,
Yeah,
he's going
you
to boost
didn't.
his ally's next attack, which is going to be the group that he just ordered to attack's actual attack. And now they're going to do that. So
Right.
they're going to double aim because of the free maneuver that they get from what he did earlier, and then they get a boost die.
Yeah, but we use a light side point.
You use a light side point?
Yeah.
Okay. And what the hell, I'll use one. I think that should be right. Yep, they hit.
Oh my god, that's a lot of advantages.
Yep.
Damn, Braytac.
Actually, I'll tell you what, does anybody... no, I can't do that after I made the attack. I won't discount it that hard. And they're going to do the same thing as before. So that is 9, 13, 17. So you take another 6 wounds per attack. And unfortunately, auto fire is not going to help them against you. So instead, seven. Jeez. All right. Doesn't have any defensive bonuses. Yeah, we'll make you drop your sword.
Disagree. Twice per encounter where it does not suffer setback due to a combat check.
This is not a setback. This is you dropping your weapon.
Sounds like a setback to me.
It's not literally a setback. So 3, 4 left, with which they are going to crit. So another D100. Oh, I'm sorry. That should be plus 10. So that's 24 because you already have 1. Oh, it's off balance again. Or are you going to spend that thing again?
Why not? Yeah, sure.
All right. So you spend that thing again. And now you have 2 difficulty 1 critical injuries. And that's it. And I think you should be at, what, 13 wounds right now?
Yep.
Yeah. And that's going to be it for them. Oh, that's very good. All right, Tenderrock.
Well,
Now, I believe you've already healed him today, haven't you?
Today?
No, I give him a stim shot. No.
No,
That
I
was
mean,
me.
Last session.
That was me.
Oh, that was him, right?
Actually got shot through the windshield.
You got-
Twice.
I got fucked through the windshield.
You know,
I had like
I'm
2
getting that-
health left.
I'm getting that confused with was it the encounter before that when Braytak just like pumped himself full of stim packs after I shot at him a whole bunch?
That was a while
Yes,
ago. We've
that
been
was the
back
hangar.
on the
was a
ship
while
since then.
That was the hangar and the cliffside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try to emergency heal Braytak.
Okay. He's sort of up in the front, so you'd have to run up there, but yeah, you can do that. Actually, you're starting where the rest of the party is, so you would have to spend 2 maneuvers to get up there.
Then I wouldn't be able to heal him, would I?
You'd have to suffer 1 strain to get a second free maneuver, or sorry, 2 strain to get a second free maneuver.
Okay. So what should I do? Should I do a medicine check real quick or just a stim pack?
I'm gonna need the stem packs. Do the medicine.
I see the okay. I'll just give you a stim pack then. That'll just give you
No,
5.
I was saying do the medicine check because I could stem myself.
Oh, okay.
Plus, you get the blue die from the leadership check.
And you get the blue die from your med kit that you got.
What's the difficulty?
He is below half, so
No, I'm not. I'm at half.
you're at half?
I get +1 wound for my 7 brawn, so I'm at 23 threshold.
23 told, and you're at you're at 13. Yeah, okay. It's less
Okay.
than or equal, so it's still 1 difficulty.
So 1
I
purple.
didn't throw any doors on it, Pete,
1
but
purple. Yeah, that's more or less how it looks.
I was sending it to you privately for a reason so that you could confirm or deny.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I made map.
You heal for 11.
Very good.
You heal, yeah, because I have 3 ranks in surgeon, so you heal for 11.
Based on what he was describing, I just drew that up real quick.
All right. And if that's it for Tenorok, I think we were back up to the top here.
Okay.
Oh, actually, sorry, I forgot to describe what the other guys do on your turn. They're going to go during my turn. They sort of spread out along the So
Wait, what other guys? You already did.
no,
two
your
group.
other guys,
Oh, the Mando.
the Mandos.
The Mandos, etc.
They are. So we'll say that as this is happening, there's like other stormtroopers coming up here as well, and they're sort of getting into a parallel engagement with them. So there's like the group that's shooting at Braytak, and then some of the other ones that Braytak would have seen down there are like coming up this way. So the Mandos are all spreading themselves out along the back wall and sort of making a firing line to hold these guys back. So they're going to be busy with each other unless you decide to get involved in that fight as well. But it's going on like parallel. So you've got one group that's going to worry about you and one group that's going to worry about them.
Okay. For the leadership check, how far is Tenorok and Braytak from me?
Tenorok and Braytak are at medium range from you.
So I have to spend a maneuver to get in short?
Yeah, you could spend a maneuver and you would be in short of everybody.
Great. I will spend a maneuver to get into short.
Yep.
I will then use my action for Inspiring Rhetoric.
Yeah, that sort of puts you right out in the middle of this space, but you can do that. It is very inspiring.
Evidently not that inspiring, only 3 successes.
Mm.
And a triumph.
2 triumphs.
Which do absolutely nothing on this check.
Wait, really?
Yep, it's
Yeah.
only successes and advantages that matter.
That is so weird.
Anyway, so I will continue boosting Braytak, Branks, and Aiden, and each of you heals 1 strain. Is there space here to use my... No, that was my maneuver in action. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I believe the combat classes should go next.
Do we want me to hose them down and then have Braytak and Aiden hit
Yes.
them? Okay. Double aim fire! Auto fire.
All right. They would be. You haven't moved, right?
Would I need to move to get a better angle?
No, nobody wanted to melee with them.
Alright. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll just be double aiming from here, hosing.
Yep, they are at medium range, so it would be difficulty 2. And so it's purple, red, black.
Is it just one group of them now?
There is the group that attacked you and the sergeant that's with them, and there was also the one remaining guy from the first group who ran back. Yeah, are you attacking the sergeant or are you attacking the group out front?
Kill the sergeant.
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I'm blasting the sergeant.
And
Okay.
Get rid of that multi-attack ability.
So if you want to attack the sergeant, he's actually a little harder. He would be a you already rolled, and I'm happy with that, but it would have been 2 red instead of a purple and a red to hit him.
Ah,
And now this is the part where I pull one over on you, which is that because he has the other stormtroopers near him, the attack gets redirected onto them.
okay.
He's an asshole like that.
Okay.
Sounds
so
a
you're-
particular food and donkey situation going on here.
No,
Yeah,
it's
well,
literally the lookout sir rule.
It's literally a lookout sir rule. I think what I called it was lead from behind, but that's basically what it is.
Look out, sir! Pew!
Man, I should have gave that ATSD big guns never tire. Anyway, I think your base damage with that is 11.
11, yeah, plus 1, so 12.
Yep, severely injures 1 stormtrooper. And you've got 1 advantage.
I will spend that advantage. Wait, what's it take to activate autofire? 2?
You need
2.
2.
Okay. I
And
will.
you would have had to have made that an auto fire attack. It's plus 1 difficulty.
did.
to auto.
I
Oh, he
did.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I made that roll based off the difficulty you told me it was.
Oh, I think I must have missed that then, because then the difficulty would have been 3.
Ah. Well, too late
But
now. I'm
well,
just
it doesn't
gonna
matter, because
add a blue die to allied characters next check.
Yep.
Well, next allied characters check. Might I propose that Master Braytak kill that guy?
No, you should have the guy with the flamethrower go first.
Yeah, he's right.
Braytak doesn't want to get set on fire.
Isn't Braytak immune to being set on fire?
It's immune to burn.
He is immune
not-
to burn.
That doesn't mean he can't be on fire.
No, that means he can't be on fire, he just isn't immune to fire damage.
But fire damage is burn.
No, he's like he's
so-
just a pyro from TF2. You can burn him, but you can't ignite him.
Okay. That's what all the extra. What did I smear on his armor? What the fuck is that shit?
Asbestos.
Asbestos. All the asbestos I smeared on him.
Oh, I thought it was thermal paste.
Yeah, it might have been that too.
Well, let's. How far away are these guys?
They would be at around the same position as the first group that you shot at. They sort of ran up to replace them.
Great. Then
Oh my
let's.
That seems like too much thermal paste.
Yeah, they also put it on underneath the CPU.
They're doubly fucked because most that white thermal paste type is a silicon silicone based one. They're non-conductive electrically.
So what the fuck did this even do?
It
just
ruined a motherboard. That's what it did.
It's a CGI created image anyway.
Like you could probably wash it off the chip. Washing it off the motherboard with all those little pinholes is going to be a pain in the dick.
Yeah.
You'd be better off putting more silicone on it and trying to peel it out of the holes. You would have better luck doing that.
Yeah, I mean the good point is it's a ZIF socket, so you don't have to worry about the little pins that stick up on modern Intel ones.
It is enjoying watching it like squish out though.
I will say it is very satisfying. It's
Yeah.
very r/oddly satisfying. There we go.
All right. I think we were about to be satisfied by all the dead stormtroopers we were about to create.
Yeah. So you're at medium range, or no? You were at short range, is where you were before.
Yep. Short range, double aim.
Short range, double aim. So it's purple. No, just red, and then black. RK.
Burn them all.
Ooh, very nice. Are you attacking the wounded one or a new one?
I thought he was attacking the group. Oh, for the one. Oh yeah.
Can I try an aim for the commander, or will it just get redirected?
It'll get redirected. And you would have had to say that when you made the attack. I assumed you were attacking the group, but...
Can I aim for one that is adjacent to both the injured guy and the commander?
Yeah, tell you what, if you blast the guy, you'll be able to hit the commander anyway.
Wait.
And you'll also hit the other guy.
He can't redirect a fireball.
You cannot redirect an AoE, thankfully.
I was gonna say, Aiden's like, what is he again for his creature type?
Melina.
He's this adorable little lizard thing.
With a lot of fire.
Close enough to a lizard, right?
Yeah, close enough.
Because that's like 15 damage.
Yep.
Or is it 16 with the Triumph additional?
No, the Triumph does to success
Okay.
for damage. Your base damage is what?
8.
8 plus 7. Yeah, 15. So that kills a Stormtrooper outright. And
And
so are
then,
you using the Triumph to activate Blast?
yeah. Because, I mean, it's not like I can use it to crit.
Okay, and it's Blast 4.
Yes.
Okay. I think, I had this do something before because I wasn't really thinking about it, but these guys actually have more than 4 silk.
So Blast doesn't do anything?
Yeah, unfortunately. You could, if you burn one, you'll be able to get a different one in the group. Yeah, sorry, I didn't think about this before, and I just sort of gave it to you. But like, they actually have 5 soak, which would be enough to absorb the blast.
So Burn does the base damage,
It
right?
does the base damage, but on their next turn, or on their turn.
Then he should do burn.
Can I burn the Capitan?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Mwahaha. And then pay it forward.
Very good. from the top of the round, that was 1, 2, 3.
No, there was 2.
That was me, Branks, and now Aiden. It is should be Braytech.
Braytech mad. Braytech kill.
Okay. They're at short range, so you need to spend 1 maneuver to get into melee.
Okay. How many maneuvers do you get?
2. And for the second one to be free, you need a suffer 2 strain.
Alright, wait. When you went under, you didn't say how much strain we were supposed to get rid of.
You got rid of 1 strain.
Okay. Alright, and then okay, so I'm gonna do I get close to him, and then I use defensive stance as a maneuver, suffer a number of strain, so 1 equal to ranks to upgrade the difficulty of all incoming attacks by an equal number for the next round.
Let me see here. That's under Marauder defensive stats.
Once per round, as a maneuver, suffer a number of strain up 2 ranks in defensive stance to upgrade
Melee
difficulty.
Of all incoming melee attacks.
Oh, it does say melee. Damn it! All right,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
That's why I wanted to look at that.
So I'm not gonna use another maneuver then. Wait a minute. Can I aim with a sword?
Yeah.
And that would cost 2 strain.
Yep.
What does aiming do again?
Aiming gives you a boost die.
Okay, so I cut a guy into pieces.
Okay.
Remember, you do get a blue die from me.
And I think somebody paid it forward to you as well.
They did. So he's got like what? If he's aiming, he's got like 3 boost die.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is 1 purple and 1 red and 1 black.
And then, you know what? We'll also frenzied attack it.
All right. And remind me, what's your base damage with this?
It's gonna be total 15.
Total 15. Okay. You kill another stormtrooper.
Okay, and then okay, and then I have a triumph and 6.
Yep. If you crit, you can kill another one.
Okay. And then I'll use 3 because I have 5 left. I'll use 3 to add 1 range defense.
Ooh.
And then so I have 2 and a thing. So then I add a black die to their next check. And I use the triumph to add a purple to their next check.
Very good. And that, I think it is on me. So let's see, if I have my math right, I think there should be 2 of them left, I think, and one of them, the commander should be on fire. So we'll deal with him first. He would take, what's the base damage on your flamethrower, Aiden? 8? It's 8 base damage on your flamethrower, Aiden?
8.
8. All right. And now let's see if he can put himself out. And all that was done to him for his next check, I think. So it should be another purple and a black that was all given to him.
Sure.
Yeah. He does, however, succeed in putting the flames out. So he is no longer on fire.
Did he take damage though?
He did. He took damage at the start of the round, and then he put the fire out. Or at the start of his turn, I should say. The other group of stormtroopers that sort of made their way up the stairs is fighting the group of Mandalorians. And yeah, what will we do? That's them, and then these are pretty elite guys, but they're facing a slight numbers advantage, so we'll give them that. Oh, but they roll higher. So it looks like the Mandalorians are winning their fight.
What, Pete?
The Mandalorians are winning their half of the fight. That's sort of happening like in the background while you guys are shooting at these guys. You can all hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just accidentally unplugged part of my headphone jack, so audio got wacky for a second.
Okay, now there are two remaining in the group that attacked Devati. They're going to fuck off along with that other guy. They're all running down the stairs.
Wait, someone attacked me?
Or, sorry, the ones that attacked, or that Braytak attacked, and then attacked Braytak.
So they just left the sergeant?
Yep, the sergeant is still leading the other group of stormtroopers as well, who are fighting the Mandalorians. But in terms of the ones that are shooting you, they've all died, and he's sort of going to go over to that fight. However, that's when you hear an additional group of stormtroopers coming down the. So that hallway that you're coming out of that leads into this room continues down past it to another corner. And more stormtroopers are going to come from around the corner. That will put them at long range from the. Let's see, Brinks didn't move. Devati is out in the middle of the room. Tenarok ran up. So they would see Brinks first. So they are going to shoot him at long range.
Wait, where are these guys coming from that they see me first?
So they're coming from. There was a hallway that you guys came out of, right? And that sort of empties out into this room with the staircase.
Okay.
And these guys are coming from the. That hallway continues past the room where the staircase is, and then around a corner. These guys are coming from around that far.
Okay. I was gonna say, how are they coming down from the same hallway and I'm the one they see first?
No, you based on your understanding of the layout of the building, you think they might have circled around back through that maintenance stair, and they just happened to come the other way instead of ending up behind you.
Okay.
Anyway, they're at long range. You have how many ranged events, Brinks?
3.
3. Okay.
Choke on it.
Hey, careful saying that to me.
Shit. The Monday Night GM has a counter to vicious mockery.
Yeah, don't tell me to choke on it. I'll take it as an invitation. Let's see, what the hell? Math. Come on. 4 and 4. Yep. They would have had it. No, we already spent that.
Unfortunately, these were Sand People conscripts.
Unfortunately. Yep. And they are. Yep, they would have spent their maneuver to come around the corner, so they were going to just aim once. It's difficulty. Where is it? Black. And let me think, can they see any of the rest of you? I don't think so, not from this angle. Yeah, it would just be Brinks because he didn't move. Oh well. See here,
What?
we're going to make them a little better at this. Ooh, but they miss. Yep, they
Hey!
do not manage to hit Brinks from all the way downtown.
Also, they generate threats.
Also, they generate threats. What would you like to spend them on? You can get a free maneuver with too.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so immediately perform a free maneuver. I think I might have just the thing for this.
Oh yeah.
What part of the round are we in?
We're in the part where it's my turn.
Well, I ask because I can use this to once per round. I might be able to use this to once per round activate sidestep. But I'm not quite sure what part of you know.
Read what sidestep does.
Once per round as a maneuver, suffer a number of strain up to ranks in sidestep to upgrade difficulty of all incoming ranged attacks by an equal number for the next round.
See, sidestep.
Aren't you gonna go before they go though?
Well, that's
Yeah.
just it's a round, not turn.
What is sidestep under?
I have it underneath the Deathwatch tree. Although it's under other trees as well.
Just send a snip to him.
No, here I got it. Sidestep once per round, may perform sidestep maneuver and suffer the restrained upgrade difficulty while making the range attacks by an equal number. For the next round, strain suffer this way. We'll say it's until the beginning of your next turn, D&D.
All right.
So yeah, you can do that if you want.
Yeah, I will sidestep their shots.
Okay. And that's it for them.
I believe Tenrock's the last to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do anything but, get out of the way and
Take
fire.
cover.
I don't want to. But yeah, that's about it. Take cover.
All right. Tenrock takes cover. Yeah, you can find a there's enough corners in this room that you can tuck yourself into one and get hard cover from the people coming down the stairs and the other group in the hallway. The Mandalorians are now looking down that way as well because they would have also had a sight line on them, but they didn't hit anybody anyway.
Back to
That
me
puts
then?
us back at the top of the round.
All right. Well, I'll do my leadership check. All the party members are within short. Yes.
From where you're standing, yes.
Okay. Well, all of us now have blue dice for the next 5 rounds, and we all heal 1 strain. That was my action. Can I take cover here?
Not middle of the room. You'd have to move.
Would I have to move far enough to actually use a maneuver to move?
I'm gonna say no, but you would have to use a maneuver to move back to a position where you could be within short range of everybody.
Then I will sit put.
Okay.
Just being my inspiring self. What I will do, however, I will drop prone.
Ah, very nice. And very inspiring.
Under's just in the middle of the room, like patting us on the shoulder, saying, "You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job." Then he lays on the floor.
I don't know if Devati wears a hat, but he would have like his hand holding down his hat.
Yes, it's the Indiana Jones hat.
Exactly.
All right, that's what I do.
Okay.
Branks?
Ah, okay. All right. Distance to the now flanking group of troopers.
They're still at long range. They moved around the corner and started taking shots.
Why don't we focus on the sergeant? Have the Mandos, calm the Mandos to engage them. We'll deal with the group on the stairs now.
Yeah, the sergeant is like has taken over leading the group. It's fighting the Mandalorians, sort of off to the side of the room. Like you guys are on the side that you came in from. The Mandalorians have moved over to the far side.
Right.
They're, like backed up against the wall so that you
Oh.
don't shoot them.
Okay, so who's predominantly engaging us? The stormtrooper sergeant or these reinforcements?
The reinforcements came up the stairs, were engaging you. They turned and ran after after you, Aiden, and Braytak decimated them. And then their leader was like, "Ah, fuck those guys," and he just went over to the other group that are fighting the Mandalorians.
The guys that just showed up and took a shot at me.
No, different group. They're all the way down the hallway.
Which group are we primarily engaging?
Group on the stairs.
Yeah, that's up to you. But the group that was primarily engaging you fucked off.
So there's just the new group who just shot at me.
There's the new group who just shot you, and then there's the group fighting the Mandalorians.
So are we focusing on these guys who just showed up, or the guys that are fighting the Mandalorians? I am now very unclear on who we are actually
I thought
fighting.
we should kill the group with the sergeant.
Yeah, go for the sergeant. Fuck him.
All right.
All right.
Like I was saying, we redirect the Mandalorians to this group without the sergeant, and we deal with the sergeant.
All right. Where's the sergeant?
The sergeant is with the group fighting the Mandalorians. I'm going to say that there are now 3 of them left. So if you can kill 3 of them, you'll be able to get to the sergeant.
All right. Let's see. What range are they at?
They would, from you, be at medium.
All right. Guess what I will do then is I will take cover.
Mhm.
And fucking shoot at the sergeant.
Okay. Or are you shooting at the sergeant?
Yes.
Okay. Then he is at medium range.
You know, he said that'd be more difficult, and he's just going to interpose another guy anyway.
Yep. So to hit him, it is going to
Yeah,
be
fair
2
enough.
red.
I'll just shoot a regular guy.
Okay. It will be 1 purple and 1 red, and 1 black.
Remember, you get a blue from me.
That's 13 plus 1 point of piercing.
Very good. 13 and 1 point of piercing. That very nearly kills the stormtrooper.
Quick, kill another one.
I don't have that ability. I don't get to attack twice. I will recover a strain.
All right. Who's next?
I think we've been having Aiden go after them.
All right. So, flamethrower
Flamethrower.
targeting the one who has not been injured, so that way the blast will hopefully kill the other one and hurt the sergeant.
Yeah, sure. We'll say that. That guy's close enough to death that we'll say if you activate blast, you'll kill that other guy. I don't know about the sergeant, but you'll kill that other guy.
I'm just saying hurt the sergeant.
Well, the thing is, they
Oh,
all have,
right. Blast
they all have
doesn't
5.
work.
Do burn
Yeah.
if you get it. But
If you
just roll.
I'll say if you get both and you activate blast, you'll kill that other guy anyway. Because why not? But it
All right.
doesn't actually deal enough damage to get through their armor. But I'm hand waving it here. You know,
All right.
it's fine.
Thanks. Double aim. Was there any paid forward?
No, I think Branks recovered 1 strain. I don't think so.
All right. So red and K, right?
Yeah, RK.
Got a
How
couple
come?
advantages.
How come his are RK but mine are red, purple, black?
Because he's closer, and he's using a ranged weapon. Using a ranged weapon in short range is only 1 purple. Using a melee weapon is 2 purple.
Huh?
Using a melee weapon, the base difficulty is 2 purple. Using a ranged weapon at short range, the difficulty is 1 purple. That's why it's easier. Anyway, yeah, what's your base damage with that?
8. So
8.
plus 1, 9.
Okay. 8 plus 1, 9. Yeah, you're targeting a fresh stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you partially injure that one, and then you've got 8 advantages to spend. Keep in
So
mind that if you crit these guys, you kill one of them.
Kill one.
crit the target.
Okay, what's your crit rating?
Is 4.
Okay.
Wait, no. Crit one of the other ones to instant kill him.
Yeah, this is a group, so if you crit, you can kill a fresh one.
Kill the fresh one.
Kill a fresh one?
So that's 4, and that kills one of them, so there's 2 left. Who are both, one is severely injured, one is partially injured.
And then you said blast would finish off one of them?
I did, so that's 2, and that will kill the severely injured one.
And then, can I burn the sergeant?
No, but you can.
All right, burn.
All right. You set him on fire.
All right,
Yep.
that's it.
I think that's it. However, we will say that this guy is 2 on fire to protect his commanding officer,
Ah!
clearing the path for Braytek to do what I'm sure he's been jonesing to this whole combat. So go ahead.
I cut his head off.
All right. It is, just for fun, we'll make this a little harder. It will be 2 red, 1 purple, and 1 black.
Remember, you
Yeah.
get a blue
Like that.
from me.
Yeah, and I Forenzia attack.
Very good.
And since I haven't used maneuver, I aim.
All right.
So wait, what does aiming do? Is a blue, right?
Well, I will say you would have to move over here. They're in a different area, so you need to spend 1 maneuver to do that.
Okay. Alright, I aim.
Okay. That's your second maneuver, so you got to suffer 2 strain for that.
Yep.
But now he has 2 blue dice.
Alright, I think this is all the roll.
Goodness. And your base damage is what again?
This is gonna be 12 plus 5.
12 plus 5? Okay,
And-
yeah.
Is he dead?
No, you bloody the sergeant.
Even with the pierce?
How much pierce do you have?
I have 3 pierce.
See, 12 plus 5. You badly bloody the sergeant.
Alright, I got 2. Hold on, I'm looking at something. Okay. Where is that? That's there. Critical injury.
Very nice. Do you have any modifiers to that?
Oh yeah, I do, son. Hold
I
on.
figured you would. Go ahead and roll your D100.
Let's see. It's a D100 plus. The weapon has 3 vicious, which is 30, and then I have 2 ranks of lethal blows, which is another 20. So that's plus 50.
So D100 plus 50.
And then I think that's that for now. Let me roll that. Oh, wrong roll. What's the other roll command?
Bang.
Exclamation
Bang!
point.
Exclamation point.
Oh, that was a shitty roll.
6-3.
Slightly dazed.
He is disoriented until the end of the encounter, and that actually does something. Let me look at it. Here.
Yeah, what is disoriented?
It's in the it's on one of these pages.
You dead, Braytek?
What? No, I literally have a scratch
It's a
on it.
+1 black die to all checks.
All right, well that's actually all I have. I don't have the other crit stuff yet, so that's what I got.
He is looking to be in very poor shape, however, it is now his turn. And see, now that all his forces have been decimated, he is going to make a fighting retreat back down the stairs. So he's going to shoot at you, Brink, or no, he's going to shoot at you, Brink.
Good luck.
Yeah, he's going.
We use a light side point.
Just to embarrass him.
We got enough of them.
So that makes it a red.
And don't forget that negative he's got from his critical,
And any range defense Braytac has.
which is 1.
And he does get to aim for free, though. He misses. And that's not going to matter because we're pretty much done here. But after that, he's going to fuck off down the stairs. You can see that in this part of the building, you're sort of over the like the main entrance. You think this grand staircase on the first floor goes down into like sort of a grand foyer. And Braytac, from position, you can see him run down those stairs and out the front door. As for the other group, now that the Mandalorians are freed up, I'm going to move things along and just say that you mop them up without issue.
Wait, so I see him like run out the front door?
Yeah, you see him run out the front door.
Can I radio to Nevin to blast his ass and blow him into a million pieces when he
You can
exits the
certainly
front
tell
door?
him to do that.
Don't. He could have sweet loot.
Well,
We
I don't
need the loot.
have the ship guns, but that's it. I don't have door guns.
You'd have
Yes.
to sort of come around for a strafing run at him.
Do it.
Okay.
I mean, eventually he would make it out onto the street, which gives you like a nice long sort of avenue to fly at him with.
All right. I'll wait until he's in the I think what is it? Prometheus School of Running Away from Things. Long straight line.
Yeah, you can hit him with a north by northwest.
Remember, he's disoriented. He can't move left or right.
He can't run.
He can't bob and
serpentine,
weave.
forgot how. Although, when I think of running serpentine, I think of that scene from Generation Kill. You know, where the guy's just like,
I like
I'm
Gifted work.
running serpentine. Yeah. See. That is a silhouette 4 ship. He is a silhouette 1 person. So it is difficulty. Sorry, I had to sneeze. That is difficulty 4, and he is so special that it becomes 2 purple and 2 red, and 1 black.
Yeah, you should probably just use a light side point to finish him off.
Okay.
Watch this son of a bitch survive.
I mean, he might survive. The question is for how long.
Yeah, he can't run a shuttle. What?
I honestly hope you succeed because it'll be simpler that way.
So I spent a light side, so I'm upgrading. What's the difficulty? I apologize.
2 purple, 2 red, and 1 blue.
I think that's right. Oh, I forgot the R. I'll check my roll to make sure it's right.
It looks right.
I almost did it again.
Oh wait, no,
I almost
sorry.
did it without the R.
There should be another R. Not that it matters because you did miss.
Wait, there should be 2 purples or
There
2
should be
reds.
2 reds and 2 purples. Yes.
Oh, not a black. Okay.
Yeah, but you missed. No, there would be a black as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of the difficulty comes from the fact that he is much smaller than you, and that's how difficulty is calculated for this.
Yep. Understandable. I'm shooting at him with, basically a ship weapon, so understandable.
He makes
Did
it a ways
Can I
down
shoot
the
again?
street. Roll again.
But he's got the advantages, right? And one of them's target is disabled. What does that mean?
That's instead of taking damage, you have to hit for that.
Oh.
Come on, let's see those results.
You could have paid it. Well, yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't matter.
Paid it forward to myself.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You hit the. Let's see. Let me get the sentinel.
He evaporates.
I was gonna say you said he was very badly bloodied, so
Yeah, he was not in good shape. I just want to see what the actual base damage on the sentinel was. Even if he was fine, I think you would probably kill him though. Yeah, I think yeah, it's a light laser on, so that's. Yeah, it's actually the base damage by itself is just barely enough to kill him from full
from
health.
full health.
Yeah, so he dies.
No, the loot.
Just a
And-
smart
You got 2 sniper rifles.
Anyway, with the Mandalorians, you mop up that last group that were coming down the hallway, and you are now out of combat.
Hey, people should make cool or discipline checks to heal strain.
That you should. Thank you for remembering, because I would not have.
Well, some people might have some strain to heal, so.
I know Braytech does. You recover 1 strain per success. Advantages and triumphs get you nothing here.
I'm all good. Oh, quick question. Can I aim with the ship guns?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I should have aimed.
Oh well. Might have helped.
Yeah, on the first roll anyway. Because I only had one. Or, well, I would have had to re-roll the red too, though.
Yeah, well, think
But
of it
anyway,
this
he's
way.
dead.
If you miss the first roll, you can. It's like you make him dance a little bit, right?
He's doing that thing where he's shooting where the guy was.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking of the scene from North by Northwest where there's like the plane coming in behind them, shooting at him. You know, like the famous scene. All right. Yeah, but anyway, you guys are in that room with the grand staircase leading down in grand foyer on the first floor.
Alright, I think we continue heading down and sweep and clear.
Mm-hmm.
We'll speed things along. You sweep and clear. This is where there's like the big fancy state room, meeting room. There's like a study down here. You know, places for meeting important people. However, as you're doing your sweep and clear, you also come to a sort of in the back near where like the kitchens are, in sort of the more service space. There's also a big freight elevator, which you can see goes up to the. Or no, you would have found it up there as well, so it can't. However, it does go down.
All aboard.
Does this doctor heal strain?
Let's see here. Oh no, he can heal strain, but I think he already healed you today.
He did.
But yeah, you're able to get this freight elevator open.
Let's go down.
You go down. There is only 1 floor to go down to, and it's a fairly long trip down. You can tell this isn't just a basement. This is like a bit lower than a basement. And you're led out into this enclosed, like Duracrete hallway. And it in the back corner, however, you can see another one of those little sticks poking down out of the corner, and this one is blinking red.
And I look at it. Do these things usually have microphones?
You know that they can.
Alright, I'm just going to talk to it for a second, just to see. And I sit there, I'm like, we want to take you alive. The more we have to fight through, the more there's a chance there will be an unfortunate accident that results in a failure to do so.
No. That's when you say the angrier the big man with the big sword gets.
I'm not trying to intimidate him, I'm trying to talk him out.
You hear a voice from the intercom, and it says, "Ah, well, it seems we're on the same page then." And then from down the hallway and around the corner, you hear a loud thudding noise. Around the same time, from the elevator, you also hear a loud sort of ka-chunk from within the mechanism somewhere.
Did he just off himself?
I think he sealed the
Oh no,
elevator.
I'm very much alive.
Well, if you come out and surrender, we can guarantee your safety. If we have to blast our way in, that's less assured.
I can guarantee my own safety. I think it's yours that you should be worried about.
You haven't really slowed us down so far.
Well, I think you'll find you'll have quite a hard time getting into my chamber. Not that you will, because if you do, I'll set off the explosive charges I've placed on the Foundation.
And kill yourself? I think not.
Some things are preferable to be taken alive.
Insight check.
All right. That is. Let me look at the table.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
usually like vigilance.
Oh, that's great. Also, we're open comms, right, Devati?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're even down there. You can hear it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I figure out a trajectory since been given a layout and they have homing beacons on them that I could get a shot through the weakest part of the structure into that doorway?
Into which doorway?
Oh, you said there's a camera and a door he's on, right?
I didn't say anything about a door. You heard something that sounded like a loud door closing, but it was around a corner.
Ah, okay. I assumed it was like a straight hallway with a door at the end with a camera post. My bad.
Not quite. There is a corner.
Okay.
As for getting a shot, you think it would be? It's a similar situation to the hangar bay, where it's too buried. You wouldn't be able to hit anything that deep. I don't think the Sentinel or the Lambda has a bunker bug.
So, insight checking?
Yes, sure, you can roll vigilance for that. Let me make my roll first.
Add double blue.
Your roll.
Can someone burn a light side point for this too?
Are you making mine harder or making his easier?
It's your call, Brian. You're the one using it.
I'd like to make his harder.
Or, no, wait, I'm sorry. This is a contested check, so you can only make yours easier.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right, that's his roll.
All right, so that gives me a green here. Anyone have a way to upgrade that green I get from light side to a yellow?
You get 3 blues.
All right.
Oof.
So close.
Yeah. You're not quite sure. You don't really know enough about this guy to determine whether or not he would actually, booby trap this whole palace to go down with him.
Well, I've already decided I don't believe him, so I'm just walking forward.
Yeah, if you walk forward around the corner, you would find a big, heavy-ass blast door.
Anyone got a slicing kit?
To slice into what?
Oh, I assume there's a control panel.
Nope.
Oh. What's the floor made out of?
Basically concrete.
Oh, good. So it's weaker than the door.
Oh, Lord.
Now, before you get any ideas, why don't we can continue to discuss the terms of my surrender with my own concessions.
Well, I'm certainly open to some negotiation. What do you have in mind?
Well, the fact that I'm still breathing means that you want me alive. Of course, I've prepared a dossier containing all of the information that I'm sure Coruscant will want from me. As for myself, I demand to be given safe passage to the Pentastar alignment to be laid over to Artus Kane. And I also demand that I be allowed to extract all of my holdings in the various businesses on Ord Mantell that I own stock in.
Is that all?
You'll find it's quite a sum.
Well, I'll tell you what. You hand over the dossier. I'm sure Coruscant's good. As you said, I'm sure Coruscant would want it. And you see, I'm not directly attached to Imperial Command, so I can guarantee your safe passage out of here on our ship. As for your holdings on Ord Mantell, I won't tell them that they exist, but there's nothing I can do to get them for you, so you'll be on your own for extracting that at a later time. This is all predicated on your peaceful surrender, though.
Problem is, Coruscant already knows that they exist. All of it will be seized as soon as Assarad's forces are finished taking the planet from me.
Well, that seems like that was a failure on your part in terms of operational security. There's really nothing I can do to help you there. So at this point, we're just discussing how to get you out of here. Would you prefer your life or your money?
This is the part where you roll persuasion.
You mean negotiation?
Or, yeah, negotiation.
All right.
Negotiation, persuasion, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm going to burn a life side point.
Yep. Let me make my roll. There we go. Ooh,
Nice roll.
not nice.
Mine's better.
Yeah, I was gonna say nice roll, but never mind.
All right, I think I can believe that. I should warn you, however, will not release the dossier if any harm does come to me. I don't have it here, naturally.
Well, we don't really have a whole lot of time to go mucking about, so I do hope you have ready access to it.
Oh, I don't have access to it. I'm going to give you access to it. If I had it here, you would just take it as soon as we left. Then I would lose my bargaining chip.
Fair enough. Well,
Then you hear another pair of loud ka-chunks as the door in front of you slowly trundles upwards to reveal a somewhat furnished bunker underneath this whole building. You know, it's all Duracrete walls, but there's like some rugs and furniture in here.
mm-hmm.
No guard or nothing.
Believe it or not, no. He appears to have been completely alone in here.
Okay.
Yep, and in there is just a lone human man, sort of getting towards middle age. He's got like slicked back hair with a slightly receding hairline. He puts on his little. He's got like a little Imperial officer hat that he uses to cover it.
Want me to land back on the pad, Captain?
And he says,
If
"Very
it's-
well, I accept your terms." And he puts out his wrists in front of him.
Braytac puts him in binders, growling.
You do that.
All right. Yeah, Nevin. If assuming it's clear, go ahead and land on the pad. We'll meet you up there. We have the precious cargo.
All right. I'll flip the shuttle around, land it so they can get in the back.
And I inform them off that we're going to head up to your landing pad. We'll take your shuttle up to rendezvous with our ship in orbit.
Very well.
Or our ship, it's not in orbit, but it's at the other guy's thing.
Yeah.
Brinks is going to mention over the comms. Are we sure this isn't going to get us in any problems with the other mercenaries?
I'm sure it'll be fine. Do we have any problems getting up to the landing pad?
No,
Onto the shuttle.
you've cleared the way up there.
Okay. So we get onto the
Dead
shuttle.
bodies trip over.
Yeah, I make sure to very prominently just as we just step over all the dead stormtroopers and whatnot, like so the Moff knows that we just cut like a bloody swath through his security without really taking any casualties on our side.
Yeah, he's definitely admiring your handiwork here.
Good.
Very good.
And I assume we get him onto the shuttle?
Yeah, you can get him onto the shuttle, no problem.
Great. And as we're taking off, and I'm like, all right, it's going to take a bit to get to the meeting, to the rendezvous.
Where exactly are you going?
Back to the base where we left our ship and that we originated this mission at.
Right.
And on the way, I'm going to sit there and I've got Braytac on one side, Branks on the other, just kind of looming behind me as I'm talking to this guy. So, how do I access the dossier?
Well, once I'm securely far away.
You misunderstand. I'm altering the deal. You will give me the dossier now, or I'll directly turn you over to Imperial Intelligence, and they will simply extract it from you by force.
If I give you the dossier, what's to stop you from just doing that anyway? I'm sure they're paying you to do this. I doubt they'll pay you much if you don't turn me over.
Indeed, you are correct. It's what you essentially have the choice between a rather torturous existence from now on, or simply rotting in a jail cell.
What if there were a third option? How much are they offering you?
They are offering us, as a group, about 15K to bring you in. Plus, I mentioned the Mandos. They're getting the same. So between the two of us, it's about 30K.
Yeah, by this point, now that you're discussing this, Torrin's interest has officially been piqued.
Because now we're discussing paying them off as well, right?
He hasn't said anything,
Mm-hmm.
but he is listening in the pensive way that only a Mandalorian can.
His head
By
tilts a little
sitting
bit.
there and doing absolutely nothing. If you can give me safe passage to hold on, I need to open.
Pete, you cut out if you've been saying anything.
Oh no, I'm
He's looking
through
something up.
Ah.
you can offer me safe passage to Ancion, I can offer you much more than that. All of you. And he turns to the Mandalorians when he says this. Did you bring any of the goons here? Are they still here?
2 of them.
Well, yeah, 2 goons are on the ship, 2 are on the speeder.
Okay, so they're all gone.
Yeah.
Or, no, 2 of them were on the ship.
Yeah, 2 of them
2
are
of them are
here,
on the
2 of
ship.
them are on the speeder.
Okay, yeah, so 2 of them are here. Yeah, but anyway, that's what he says.
Seems flimsy. Much more? How much more?
How do you like the sound of that? Say, $45?
Vigilance.
What exactly are you vigilancing here?
Whether he's being honest,
You
is
know,
it a real number?
How full of shit is this guy, basically?
All right.
Like,
Well,
the honesty
He's
of
so
his
good, his back teeth are floating.
Can we
I
focus on
mean,
the light side, guys?
he's a governor.
Sure.
I think he has money.
He
He's
had the
also-
money.
Well,
He had
Question-
money. All of his assets are being frozen, essentially.
Question is whether or not he can actually get us the money. That's the problem.
And then, is Aiden nearby? Like engaged
Yeah.
range? Alright, so it's double
Oh, yeah.
boost. Don't
He's
think I'm gonna
definitely
pass
engaged.
this one, but let's hope.
Worth a shot.
yeah, worth a shot.
I mean, it's not like we're gonna let him go without any money.
I mean, this guy definitely has the air of somebody with a lot of money.
And that's why I just kind of said, I've run in circles like yours before. And yes, you likely have access to all sorts of money here on Ord Mantell. And there's like this explosion in the background. Had being the operative word. You can certainly offer, 45 to our crew, 45 to the Mandos. But what evidence can you offer that you can actually pay that?
Oh, you don't think I keep all my eggs in one basket, do you? I own shares in multiple banking concerns with close ties to the Pentastar alignment. I'll have no lack of access to funds with which to pay you. But that is only if you can get me there.
And you have some proof of these assets? That they exist and that this isn't all just hot air trying to save your ass?
If I had proof of them, I wouldn't have them.
And therein lies the rub. You're asking us to take quite a bit of risk merely on the faith of your word. Which, frankly, being a trader, not worth quite a bit.
Oh, so that's your persuasion, is it?
My persuasion is if I'm going to switch sides for payment, I prefer some reasonable guarantees that that payment exists and will be tendered. I am at my heart a businessman.
Well, unfortunately, I am at this moment a desperate man, and I have no proof to offer you but my good word.
How about
Very
do you
good
have
word.
anybody in, say, surely someone of your stature has contacts in the Pentastar alignment that I could contact to verify the veracity of these types of, not necessarily these specific assets, but rather that you are a person with these means.
And what are you going to do that? We're in a bit of a precarious situation here.
You are in a precarious situation. I can always simply just turn you over.
What I mean is, are you going to take time to verify that? Well,
I think we can
he
swing.
gestures outside.
I can swing enough time to place a call. But then you have to be very careful because we probably only have time for one. So make sure the person you tell me to contact will pick up and will verify that what you're saying is true.
If you call collect, you better hope they pick up.
The FTL comms in the system haven't been destroyed. It's simply a matter of popping up and using them.
Well, you do know the last time you used one of those, you didn't get a response until the next day.
I'm aware.
All right. Let me look at my notes real quick.
Hence, he better choose his contact carefully. Wait, hold on. Is that an inherent delay in these comms? Like a technological delay?
Well, think about the amount of time that it takes to jump between systems through hyperspace. Like, it takes that same amount of time to send information. It's a little faster than your ship, but not like orders of magnitude faster.
I see. Okay, that changes it. I thought these were effectively instant communications.
No, it's only as instant as faster than light travel is, which is not. Like, it can take multiple days.
It's instant within a couple systems, but depending on how far away it is, it's not instant.
Yeah, depending. You think to talk to the people in the Pentastar alignment from here, which is not too far since you're on Ord Mantell, you might get a response by tomorrow. Like, the planet that he's asking you to take him to is only like a few jumps over, but it still might take a while.
And that's internal. Like, okay. So, pick your contact carefully. I can probably buy us, the time for that contact to get back to us, about a day or so. But I'm going to need that dossier to buy that day.
I think we can make that work. One second, I gotta look at something here.
Okay. And as he's considering how to give us the dossier, I do, call up to Nevin like, hey, Nevin, I know we hijacked this shuttle from the good Moff here. Boy, it would sure be a shame if he had some type of security disabling device that caused us to land hard way away from all of our friendly assets. And
All
that
right.
would take like a day over land to get there.
All right, on it. Breaking flight pattern.
No, not
rotating
yet.
and,
Not yet.
Crashing.
Because in order to delay the Imperials from just flying over, if we can just transmit the dossier to them, they'll be willing to accept that and then just receive them off when we get our thing back in order. I.e., no need to waste other resources on when the missions are effectively already done.
Yep. And after he thinks for a while, he says, I'll need a data pad. The dossier is stored on a secure server at the Imperial Command Center. You'll need my access codes to gain access to it.
Clever cookie hidden in plain sight.
Okay. We'll go ahead and put your credentials there, and I can probably finagle that into buying our day that we'll need to arrange safe passage, assuming your contact pans out.
Yeah, he would type a long sequence of security strings onto, wherever you tell him to, so that you can hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, now that he's done that,
Well, he's done that, and the contact info for the person to verify that he is a person with the means to pay us.
oh, that as well. Yeah, let me get that.
I'll look for somewhere soft to put it down hard.
Somewhere soft to put it down hard. I like it.
Well, I mean, we're pretending the shuttle's getting disabled so that we can't just fly back. So I would like somewhere to land.
Yeah. So, Devati, remember when you were on that yacht on Esperana and you got to chat with all those banking clan folks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would direct you to a contact at one of those banks. You don't actually know the guy, like he wasn't at that party you went to, and he wasn't name dropped there, but you know the bank that he works for,
Okay.
or that this guy claims he works for.
And so he's giving me a contact at that bank.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And so I have the dossier information. I have that. I said, okay, Nevin. Act like the shuttle's nav is being overwritten and trying to get us into orbit, so that we can coast suborbitally into range of the comm satellite. We'll send our contact message. At which point you've managed to reestablish control over the shuttle, but unfortunately, in doing so, the shuttle's nav was permanently damaged and it crashed.
So you want me to go into a low orbital dead drift towards this comm satellite?
Well, can we contact the comm satellite from here directly, or do we need to get up in orbit?
No, you don't need to get up in orbit.
Okay, never mind.
You went up in orbit last time so that the people on Quan Chi couldn't listen to your communications, but you can do it from the surface.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just do it from the surface then this time. No need to risk all that other stuff.
Yeah, you're in a denser RF environment. You think they would have a harder time picking you up down here.
Okay. Yeah, and then I send the communique to the guy at the banking clan, basically asking, say that, we have, Moth Aido Sarai, and we'd like, and he's making some claims about an ability to pay us out of assets. Could you verify that he is a person who would have access to a level of assets around 100,000 credits?
Do you specify why you're asking, or just
that he's claiming it? I'm trying to verify his ability to pay his claims. Essentially, I'm not asking for details on his account. I'm asking them to verify that contact to verify this is a man who has an ability to pay this amount of money should he have to.
Right. So
that he has access to that level of funding.
Yeah, the way you would typically ask a bank a question like that is like you would want to know that because you were maybe going to offer a line of credit or something. You can ask for like a credit check on this guy.
Typically in real life we would just ask for a letter of credit from the bank that says that the bank is guaranteeing that this person has at least this amount of money available to them.
Yeah, you can send them something like that, and they would be able to get back to you about that. And given that you have this contact at the bank, you think you would be able to get faster than is normal.
Good. I do so. Is Aiden able to land us hard but softly?
Yeah, Aiden, where exactly are you going? Just out in the desert?
Aiden,
there are swamps around as well. Take your pick.
Aiden, you're hot, by the way. I'll say I'm flying, not Aiden.
All right, well, where are we
Yeah,
going?
I'm sorry. I meant Nevin. My bad.
Yeah, look for some firmer ground in one of the swamps, probably.
Yeah, there are swamps and then there are sort of wetlands that have like island stuff in them. You could find a cozy little landing spot out there. Some trees for aerial cover.
Yep. I would like to turn into a very, very shiny rock.
Aiden, hot miking.
Okay, and once we've done our emergency landing, I have the long-range comm, my personal one.
You do.
So I'd like to use that to call Jin, head of Raptor.
Yep.
And I'll call him up and I'll say, I got good news and bad news. What do you want first?
I'll take the bad news.
All right, we hijacked the shuttle like we planned out of the Moff's mansion. Unfortunately, he had sabotaged the nav in such a way that it forced us to crash way outside the AO with the mission objective. However, the good news is in exchange for, not just killing him, he has graciously parted with a bunch of intelligence, including the location of a dossier that he claims Coruscant would be very interested in. It's located on the Imperial server, and I transmit the access codes, and he says you'll need these access codes. I assume that's most of what you're going to want out of the Moff anyway. It'll take us about a day to make repairs and get back to you. But just to let you know on the delay for the physical package. But the data should all be there.
Good work. No need to make repairs. We'll send people by to pick you up.
Well, we kind of want to keep the shuttle, so we'd prefer just to make the repairs if you can afford to wait a day.
We can't afford to wait a day to return the high-value target. We still want him alive. We might have known things that aren't in that dossier. There's no way to be sure.
I would be very careful because the nav forced us down outside the AO. I don't know what's out here, and he isn't talking. If he was trying to plan for a safe spot to land in the event of an invasion, there might be a lot of defenses out here. I know you said you can't wait a day, but without his IFF, I'm not sure. I don't want to see you guys get all shot to pieces as you come out here. I have no idea what's out here.
Roll deception.
Okay.
I almost gave it to you.
There are no light side points available.
Yep. What would this guy's... Actually, here, hold on. I'm going to burn one, too.
Well, if you're going to burn one, I'm going to burn one to burn it. Okay, so...
Oh, yeah? Well, if you're gonna burn one, I'm gonna burn one.
So what's the difficulty?
This is an opposed check. I will...
Okay.
He's inciting your lie.
Uh-huh.
I think we can handle it. We've been able to gain mostly our superiority. If it turns out there is something out there, we'll have to come up with something else, but I'm willing to risk it.
Okay. We'll be here.
So you guys are all just sitting there out of the in the swamp.
Well, we could have given them a vector, but not exact coordinates. Cause,
Well, as soon as we contacted them, they would have known where we were.
Yeah, they already know where you are. It's too late for
Oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah, radio. Yep.
It would take them a little while to get there.
What's a little while? How long do we have?
I'll say they're going to be heading straight for you. I'm going to give you an hour.
Okay. So that was on just the comms with the Raptor.
Yep.
So the prisoner and the Mandos probably didn't hear that. Well, I've opened
Sure.
comms with our team.
Yeah, you could have kept that secret. You walk away a little bit.
Yeah.
To make your call.
It'd be a shame if he escaped. But he didn't actually escape.
Well, the other thing I was thinking is if we rig the shuttle to, like, is it possible to rig a reactor on a shuttlecraft like this to explode violently?
This doesn't have a reactor. It just has an engine. But
Well, how does it feel?
Fuel cells.
same way as your ship.
So it has like that liquid fuel,
Yeah. pretty
fuel
much.
cells. How
Yeah, I mean, you
volatile
could-
are they?
We'll say it's like gasoline. You could rig it up like a car bomb.
Yeah. So if we had an hour, this ship explodes. All they find is a burning crater. That's a
Counter
bad
thought.
idea.
I'm pretty sure I could make some of this space big enough to hide a person in.
How
I
would
could
we
do that in under an hour.
How would we?
So you
explain this
want
escape?
you want to say that a single Moff managed to escape not only our team but also the squad of Mandos with us.
He had to pee. Oldest trick in the book.
Well, we got a doctor, right? So, couldn't the doctor fabricate, maybe scrape some skin off? I don't know. Seem like it died in the explosion. Like the guy, the Moth, activated a code in the ship or something, and it activated the self-destruct, and he went out with the
he'll have the
ship.
corpse and he'll revive later. Although we could work on that later at a different point. I'm still thinking we should lean towards he had to go to the bathroom and felt he
Or
needed privacy.
hear me out. We simply wait for Raptor Company to come. We actually sabotage the shuttle in the hour that it's here. We wait for Raptor Company to come, and we simply complete the mission.
Yeah.
Tough luck for them off.
But that's 45,000.
Potentially 45,000, but instead we're going to get paid 10,000. 10 in the hand versus 45 in a bush. Problem is, yes, we could take off, we could run. We might get to our ship just fine. We could take off and run for the Pentastar. But at that point,
from the Imperial.
yeah, at that point we've burned the Imperium. They are going, if we show our face in Imperial space, they are going to come after us hammer and tongs.
And I'm not really thrilled about that.
Yeah, I go with option C. We go with plan as intended.
I'm all for getting paid to play both sides. I have no problem with that. Problem is, I don't see a workable way that doesn't result with us having a giant ass bounty on our heads from the Imperium.
Yep.
Or Empire.
Unless we could somehow get away with making the moth
Every time
disappear
you
in the
say
middle of the
Imperium, I die a
swamp.
little on the inside.
Please keep saying it. We have to crush Pete's soul.
Darth Vader on his on his fucking Durasteel throne.
Oh,
Well, how
God.
about, since it's late, we just end it there with them on the way, and we'll do.
Actually,
come
that's
up-
not a bad idea.
We come up. Maybe we think on it. We come up with a brilliant plan for next week.
This would be a good place to take a break for some intercession scheming. So
Okay.
I think that is what we will do. You get your standard for today's session. Good job.
20, you said?
20. Yeah.
All right.